Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. We are here yet again with another Buster Wolf podcast. I'm your host, Renegade Operative. So a bunch of shit happened over the past week that we did not expect, especially with Street Fighter 6 and them having some very interesting character reveals, mostly love. Yeah, that guy that we're gonna mention pretty soon, that's the head of the podcast, Buster Wolf. So I'm very excited to get into this one. As always, I'm going to introduce my panel. So first we have Kaneki.
Are you okay, Buster Wolf?
As you can see, he's the most excited about that reveal because holy shit, that was amazing. Can't wait to play as Terry. I can't fucking wait. But
my dream is reality now. That's how excited I am.
Next up, we have Mr. Rat.
Guys, Street Fighter 6 is 1 year old. Where does the time go?
I know. Feels like it came out just yesterday, my god. But as the time just goes into the ground, next we have Drillbit.
Yeah, hey everyone. I am looking forward to this, well, because of everything that got announced.
Next we have Andre.
Of course! Howdy guys, howdy. Yeah, we got a lot to really talk about this time since last Buster Wolf we did was on Tekken. Since with all the news this week, yeah, it's gonna be a fun one.
And last but not least, we have Ronan.
How you guys doing? We're here to talk about Street Fighter 6, its DLC, and everything else, and a lot of good news. Terry, Mai, and some future and some other shit.
I'm going to start this thing with the first question, and it's obviously a no-brainer. We're talking about like year 2 of Street Fighter 6. This is like the highlight so far. What do you think of the characters that were revealed? The characters are Bison, Terry from SNK, Mai from SNK, and Elena from Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. And I'm going to start first with Kaneki.
When they first revealed the year 2 season, I'm thinking, okay, this is probably not year 2 season, right? Because usually when they show something like in an animated form, like they did, you thought, okay, maybe it's for a title. You will not see Terry Bogard ever in a Street Fighter main game ever again after this announcement. And then later on, they revealed that yes, it's for year 2. I'm like, my dream has become reality, Ren. I hope you understand this. We will never see Terry in a mainline Street Fighter game ever again. This is the one once in a lifetime, just like the Rock versus Cena match.
I don't know, man. Maybe he'll be in another crossover. Maybe he'll be in Marvel vs. Capcom 4. There's always that. Oh no, wait. No.
Okay. Okay. But they are teasing a certain other crossover. SNK4, Capcom versus SNK. But yeah, as much as I am excited for Terry being in the Street Fighter 6, year 2 lineup, I want people's reaction when Mai gets revealed, like her model in the RE engine. I want to see how people react to that. The reaction will be unbelievable. It's like you won't be able to escape.
We already got a bunch of people like nutting all over the place. It's gonna be a fucking lake after the time they're done.
And if I'm not mistaken, right, when this was revealed, didn't you say a certain source that people was able to use Mai the same day this was announced? Timing, isn't it?
A bunch of filmmakers have their sources.
Oh god, no, please don't tell me you're mentioning what I think you're mentioning.
I said no such thing, Ren. What the heck are you talking about?
Why? Automatically. Well, X-rated podcast, here we go.
Like Ren, all I said is perfect timing, is it not?
Yeah, probably it would be for the better for some people.
Elena, I did not mind. I mean, I don't hate the character, although I feel for people who fight against her in Street Fighter 4, so hopefully she doesn't have a super or a special where she heals herself. Get rid of that. I think that's it. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to say more about Bison when we get to the second question.
All right, I guess I'll go next real quick. So, very exciting. I did see some funny things where some people were like, "Oh, well, who asked for these S and K characters?" And I was just like, it's Smash all over again, where they were trying to downplay Terry. But I think it's a very exciting time for people to get into not only one fighting game series, but also SNK stuff as well, because they're doing some cool stuff with Garou. As for what I think of the characters themselves, Bison was a given. It's I had a conversation with my brother about this, and it was like, there's a Street Fighter game without Bison, seriously? And I told him, no, he's coming back. He's gonna come back in some form. I don't believe he's just like JP. And lo and behold, here he is in his full glory, stomping on people's head.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but before this, there was a supposed leak that for Street Fighter Year 2, the only thing they got right in the leak was obviously Bison. The rest of the leak was wrong.
Yeah, that's quite funny, because usually you see leaks like MK and they're like usually dead on the money sometimes, but this one was like a wild card to me. He looks awesome. He looks real cool. He has this whole, like, if you've seen like Sigma from Mega Man X6, where he has the little cloak on and he looks all ragged and stuff like that, I kind of like it, actually. Of course, if you don't like that outfit, then you can use his classic costume, because Evil Dictator 101, of course he's going to be there. His moves are what you also would expect. Stupid head stomps, hell kicks, will kicks. He does it all. And
Psycho Crusher.
Psycho Crusher is once again in the building. It needs to be there.
I'm glad they put that back as a normal special. I love that move.
It's going to be very interesting to see how he sort of correlates and plays against the other characters. Honestly, I'm very excited for him. I can't wait. Terry and my hype, like, it might not be, or it might not feel like there's much to say there, but it really is an exciting thing that I never expected in like a million years. So it's just like, let's just go back to this Capcom versus SNK thing and let's see how it rolls. It's going to be, once again, the coolest thing to see how these new characters like look and how they look in the engine, and I just cannot wait to see their gameplay either. I think Terry is like next after Bison, so we won't have to wait too long, because he's coming this year. Woo!
Yes.
As for Elena from Third Strike, not really a character that I would probably pick. She's not my favorite, but of course, naturally speaking, I do like how the character moves and the long legs and everything, and how she like will crush people's heads into the ground. So I think it's gonna be cool to see once again how it is to fight a character with a lot of range to them, because of course, like, my main is Sagat, and it's gonna be cool to see another character who you have to really deal with them from like mid-screen, and it's gonna be cool to see how she fights. So I can't wait. I think this is a very exciting pass for people of all avenues. Whether you want a classic fighter, you got someone from Third Strike, you got someone from SNK. So it's a lot to go around for this, and I think it's like very solid, well-rounded. Next is Rad. What do you think of this year 2 pass?
When I first watched that trailer and I saw some blonde guy in jeans walking around, that's cool. They're putting Cody in Street Fighter 6. I can't wait to see what he looks like. Wait, red jacket? No.
Red jacket, ponytail?
No. I mean, it's a cool Cody, but what the fuck? Okay, and then my what the fuck went to an oh shit 30 seconds later. My Shiranui in Street Fighter. Because I know everybody's going to play up Terry, but my Shiranui. They could have just had one Fatal Fury character. They doubled down. They went with Mai. I'm honestly more excited for her than Terry. I'm trying to make things quick. Yeah, Elena's in the game too. Great. Take healing out, and you might actually have a character that's tolerable.
Bingo.
But I'm looking forward to her and how she integrates herself into Street Fighter 6 and World Tour for that matter. All of these characters are going to be masters in World Tour. Think about that.
Master Bison, holy fucking shit! It's just gonna. Oh my god, I can't even imagine it. It's gonna be so cool.
Why as your master?
Okay, here's my take on Bison. They pulled the trigger a little too early with him. I would have expected him around season 3, maybe dangle the Bison bait a little longer, but they're going straight ahead, and not too long after finishing up season 1. I'm actually excited about Bison because he's not a full-on charge character anymore. Scissor Kick is quarter circle motions now, which, oh, thank you. Don't have to fuck with variable charge times anymore. But yeah, Bison's going to be first, apparently, and yeah, saving the best for first. I'm more excited for him. This season 2 has been a fever dream. That's really all I can say about it. Elena and Bison, sure, that's in the realm of sanity, but Fatal Fury characters hanging out in Street Fighter is nothing sacred anymore.
It's a poetic way of getting people into the series, into Street Fighter. What a spectacular way to do it.
Okay, Guilty Gear, it's your turn. Where's your collab character?
Well, they got an anime coming up. That's like, we're just gonna do that instead. You know, we're gonna focus on that in our other seasons. But I still like Guilty Gear for what it is. Drill, what about you? What are your thoughts on this season 2 of Street Fighter 6?
I'm a bit disappointed that it wasn't 6 characters instead of 4, because the thing is that 4 characters is going to take a while, and unless they plan to support the game for 10 plus years, yeah, the roster's still going to be small by the end. And especially now that they're mixing in guest characters as well, which, yeah, that's going to just make things take even longer. Honestly, the guest characters are cool, but I felt like I'm surprised they didn't make it like a season 3 or 4 thing.
Well, I mean, I'm never gonna complain about more characters, but I know it would have took more time. Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like they could have bumped it up to 6 at least, but that's just my gripe. And I know it's because of RE engine and all that, but hopefully they can take more. I'm hoping that they at least can try to bump it up to 6, but honestly, at this point, maybe it's probably not going to happen.
I just want to.
Hopefully, the characters are fun to play. As for Elena, I didn't care for her that much in Ultra, and Bison is cool, but it's more bias because I really wanted characters like Sakura or Akita or hell Karen back, and now we gotta probably wait another year or 2.
I'm not gonna comment what people are saying about season 3.
I'm going to assume that probably already leaked out, but you know, I guess we got to move on real quick to
leaked,
but assume
not the season 3 entire leak, but
I don't think I want.
Let's just say guest characters aren't going anywhere anytime soon.
That is going to be awesome. I can't fucking wait for more guest characters.
I mean, this is a fighting game where you can play music from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, put them in the game. It's like their costumes are here. Just put them in there. I'll take them.
I'd be pretty hype. I'd be down for it. Yeah.
Andre, what do you think of this pass?
Oh, I think about this. Okay, so I honestly was really caught off guard that Terry and Maya were going to join because I think, like you guys said before, I think they'd be more like season 4 or 5 characters when we get to that point. But I think the fact they're in season 2 really boosted up a lot of hype for it. I'm really excited to see how Terry animates and RE engine and how it'll look. Which I think in terms of costumes, and this is my theory, they'll probably use Garou Terry as like an alternate. That's what I think, and I think my maybe not really too sure, but
They're not
yeah,
ready
no,
for mine.
yeah, we're not ready for my Ben Bison coming back, so let's see. I sort of agree with Rad on this one. Like I thought they'd save him up for later, but no, they're like, let's do it now. And honestly, he looks. I was a bit mixed at first, but after seeing like more gameplay with him, like from Rifflemonger's gameplay video, shouts to Rifflemonger, but he feels really different now. He's got the Psycho Mind. He's not really much of a charge carry anymore since now like yeah, basically Sigma Bison. Yeah, his double knee press. It's like now now a motion move. I love his intro and outro when he's on the horse. That is badass because um if you guys are curious where that's from, that's actually sort of a small little callback from Street Fighter the movie where there was a scene in the movie where Raul Julia's Bison. There's like a painting in the background and it shows him like riding a horse and it's also based off Raul from Fist of the North Star riding a horse in like some concert, which is pretty badass. And I really love his. I also really like his critical art. It looks where comes on your hand and does like a Psycho Crusher. Pretty sick. As for Elena, I actually really like her new design a lot. And as for gameplay, it's like a wait and see because I sort of do hope she doesn't have that like heal move, and they do. And I am kind of wondering how like she'll animate an RE engine because the thing I like about Street Fighter Six, honestly, at least, is how returning gears are gonna like animate and just how they'll like look in that engine. And I'd say so far they did a pretty standout job with gears I really love Bison's new look. With the shot was it the hood and he's kind of like if you look at his skin, it's like you kind of can see his skin's like all like dried out and shit and stuff like that. It's pretty dope, but yeah. But
His eyes kind of like just fucked up as well with like psycho power. I noticed that too.
Yeah, and also his hair is kind of growing out a little bit, and like because you can see like a small strand of it from the hood, and it's kind of growing like a bit of a small beard. So it's like also one thing too. At least when I heard about the story, this Bison is probably like amnesic, so he's likely. I'd say he's likely basically just forgot about all the characters. But characters like Chun Li and I haven't forgotten him. So yeah, I'm really like what I see. Definitely excited for this season.
As a follow up to Andre, there's no probably. This is the same Bison from 5.
So basically,
Yeah, I can
Nash's
see that.
Nash's attempt to kill this man was kind of all for naught because Bison's still alive.
Street Fighter is a shonen manga because nobody dies in Street Fighter.
Oh man. Well,
So that being said, look forward to Charlie in season 3.
can Gil stay dead, please? It's just
Oh
I'm
God,
just begging you.
I mean it'd be cool. It'd be cool if Nash came back, but it's like
Man, what's wrong with you, Ran? What's wrong with Gil?
Man, fuck Gil. I hate Gil, man.
Ren, I'm with you.
But Ronan, what do you think of this season 2 pass so far for Street Fighter 6?
Okay. First, when I saw Terry, I'm thinking like, oh, Capcom vs SNK 3? Like, oh shit, we're about to get another version of Capcom vs SNK until I find out it's for Street Fighter 6. I'm like, oh shit! First, fighting EX Layer, then Smash, and now Street Fighter. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So in the game, because I was just expecting Terry. I was expecting someone like Rock or Iori or Kyo. But all right, SNK's Chun-Li. I love it. And I really hope they really bring back that intro from Capcom vs SNK where she like dresses as Chun-Li and says like, bring it on. And
I think Rav wanted like an option that is Chun Li's turn to do that shit.
I want want the alternate costumes to just be Chun-Li in a ninja costume and Mai in a Chinese dress. Like I want what Cross Tekken did, where they did the cross costumes, and just make
Okay, that
that
would
their
be cool.
outfit. Just make that Chun-Li's outfit 4, and make that Mai's outfit 2.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So Elena, it's all right. It's meh to me. Still would prefer Dudley though. Bison. My God, what the hell happened to you? I'm glad you're back, and also you have a horse like Raul. And I really love the fact you did a whole movie reference and the whole Raul. And Bison coming back, yes, that's cool. We need our villains to come back because when you think about it, Street Fighter 6 doesn't have any evil characters besides GP. Well, technically, do we count him as evil?
Definitely.
Yes, he's evil. He's
The World Tour.
Yeah, but he's not like, Bison level evil or Urian level evil.
he's more cunning, and I want to say calm about it. If that makes any sense. Yeah. He's not like super
Yeah, so
overt like Bison.
yeah. So Bison, I'm happy he's back because one, I miss that guy, and second, we need our evil dictator back. So, and also, like Rad said, you can get him as a master. Master Bison, he's a hero. Gonna take
Aw.
Lucy down to 0.
God damn it. I hate that I know that reference.
Also, his Psycho Punisher is back from Street Fighter 4. If you notice from his gameplay, his super move is Psycho Punisher, where he like drives his hand through your chest and pulls it right out. Like, I'm glad that move is coming back. Also, can we get his final Psycho Crusher move as one of his like super moves, like the move from Street Fighter Alpha 3? I wish that
One
came
at a
back.
time. One at a time.
I know, but still. Wish that
Maybe
movie came back.
like Super Bison like as a boss fight, but
Shin Bison.
You know what? He might have a point. They did that with Akuma. They might do it with Bison.
I would
I
not be
hope so.
surprised.
I hope so, because I do miss that version of Bison. Despite being a cheap bastard, it was also very fun to play.
Speaking of cheap bastards, who beat Shin Akuma?
I did.
I did.
I didn't.
I missed the time frame, so yeah.
I chose to fight him like an actual person, and that was my first mistake.
Oof.
I didn't.
I also beat him with like a natural person. If you're a Zangief main, then you're in luck.
Okay. I
So
already
go
knew
ahead.
what I was going against him, because if anyone remembers SNK versus Capcom 2 or SVC Chaos Shin Akuma, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that
Also,
they're putting back the special boss characters like Shin Akuma and all that other stuff, and it's a limited time to beat them, just like Street Fighter 5.
Yep.
Oh man, I gotta see this in action. This is...
man, they should do. I kind of miss when they Street Fighter 5 did the thing where you could get a random costume if you beat like the bosses. But well, you could get a costume if you beat the bosses. Like I remember that's how I got Ibuki Monster Hunter.
The boon is like they sap your fight money away too each time you lose because of the fucking retries.
You know what's
Like-
funny? I'm surprised they bundled that in the Champion Edition after all that.
Oh man.
You know, the game was at the end of its life, so that's probably why.
They might do the same for Street Fighter 6 if you didn't get the EX colors
Oh,
or shit
so-
in the what?
So does that mean we'll get all the cool characters at the end? Like, hey, here's Oro, Akira, and Rose, but too bad the game's ending soon.
They might do something like that. You might
Like,
get
I
you
really
might
like
get shown at the
playing
end of the
Akira.
year.
Like, I really like playing Akira, but the problem is nobody plays 5 anymore.
But
Like, shit,
Yeah.
put another rival school's character like Tiffany or Daigo or Batsu or Kyo.
man, they're like, well, what is that game? We don't notice what that is.
Kyosuke, I mean.
Yosuke would be cool. But we have to move on to the next question, which is Bison himself in the story.
Hold on, Ren. Before we do, I noticed something that was not in the doc. And this has to be an important thing to bring up. So you know how Street Fighter 6 is doing crossover characters, right?
Yeah.
SNK few days later announced they're doing a special DLC for King of Fighters 15. That's right, the game is not dead yet.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. Okay. So this I did see. It was like in a blink of my eye, and I just kind of like forgot it. But KOF 15.
You know what that means?
I have a strong feeling it's going to be a Capcom character. It's got to be.
And if it's a Capcom or Street Fighter character, who do you want to be in that special DLC?
Fuck. Oh, there's so many to pick from. Honestly.
Akuma.
And knowing it's a King of Fighters game, it has to be like a Street Fighter team. It has to be like 3 characters in the team.
That is the dream, but on the other hand, season 2 was all single characters. I think we're done with the team format because SNK realized how insane that is.
Yeah.
I have a weird feeling it's gonna be Luke. I don't know why.
Yeah, I feel like Luke's a lock.
He is
He's
the
my baby.
he is the
His voice
mascot.
actor is in KOF, so there you go.
He is the mascot for Street Fighter 6, so if they wanted a rep that was fairly recent, then I could see them probably doing that. If not, then it's definitely going to be like a well-known legacy character. I could see it being a Ryu or an Akuma or a Guile. It could be...
And before they finally bring back Violent Ken.
Dude, I would fucking lose my shit. I feel
Jesus
like...
Christ, I would love that.
You got some?
I will fucking lose it because it just fits so much with KOF, and I mean you already have like just the crazy
The
wild
Afro
character.
Ken.
Yeah, Afro Ken in the game. That'd be great. But yeah, no matter what they do, I think just as long as it's awesome, then I would be like thoroughly intrigued as to what they do. I think Violet Ken would be cool because they already have like Wild Iori and all these other people, so why not just add that into KOF? So I think that'd be cool. I can't wait to see what it is. Is there like a release date behind this or anything?
Nope, we're gonna find out more at EVO.
Okay, Evo.
Yep.
The Testament. Well,
They're gonna talk about Evo.
as people are well aware, there's definitely going to be Evo cast at the end of July. So when we lose our shit and we lose our pants at the same time, it will be talked about for sure.
Indeed.
We're about to lose our shit during the heat wave and Evo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's really hot.
Take a shower.
Evo's in July, right?
And
Yeah.
we're not playing Smash.
Mid-July.
Okay, mid-July. Okay, good. Appreciate it. Yeah.
But we got to talk about how Bison fits into the plot of Street Fighter 6 in our opinion. So I'm going to let Rad go first.
It's kind of hard to say where Bison fits in the plot, considering he can't remember a thing about himself other than his name.
I think it's just probably like a new vessel, a new body, or something like that. And just
I believe the plot says it's the same body from 5, which that motherfucker disintegrated, Capcom. I know you don't like to talk about 5, but it happened and you have to accept it.
It's like Sonic 06. You got to mention it.
I would be shocked if they tried their best to explain how the fuck he is still alive. I don't think we're gonna get a solid answer. It's just I think they'll try to explain it, but I don't think it's gonna be told well, to be honest.
I mean, to be fair, wasn't Goken dead at one point?
We explained we explained away Goken's death of lol. I cashed out my soul for 5 seconds, so my soul's still alive. Because you can just.
I mean, it's not like.
You can just purge that shit when it's necessary.
I mean, it's not like Capcom's the best with consistency, honestly. Nash was dead, but now he's alive again.
I'm just gonna.
Nash was gunned down. That's not dead. That's like a boo-boo tops.
Yeah.
I just chalk it up to the shonen plots here. I don't think that it's gonna be explained well, and if they do, it's probably gonna be stupid. But you know, I also will give them the benefit of the doubt. It's a fighting game, so it's like we see these characters come back from the dead on a daily basis. I mean, if you're a Mortal Kombat fan like I am, you see these dudes pop up every single second after having their head sliced off, decapitated, whatnot.
Like canonically, hasn't Johnny Cage died like 3 or 4 times at this point?
Yes, he's died many times, and he's always like came back.
Melina died in X and came back a game later.
Yep.
Dude,
I don't even remember the reason why. Maybe it was a clone or time travel shit.
No, that's a bad
Probably.
example. Disregard. Baraka died in X, came back a game later.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he got
that's
his
really weird.
he got his brain like shoved out. I remember that from
He
Yeah,
got devoured.
Devora.
yeah, he got devoured.
I don't think anyone can die permanently in MK. They'll just keep going back next game.
You won't have
Or they'll
much of a
just
fighting
reboot
game
it.
without it. Yeah, reboot it. You
Hold
won't
on,
have a
hold
much
on.
fighting game without it.
Hold on. Who's that character no one likes? Suhao?
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
probably.
He'll be the only exception. He'll die forever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they already killed him in the new timeline. He gets judged
Exactly.
like Scorpion.
Yeah, exactly. See,
Guy
they
gets
did
punched in
their
the
job.
face going. Guy gets punched in the face going, "Get out of here!"
I think it was more of, look, Ed Boon hates this guy's guts. We're not gonna see him in another Mortal Kombat again. So that's just more of a case of killed by less popularity, because Ed Boon does not want that motherfucker to be known.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else though is like, yeah, you're gonna see Johnny Cage and Melina and all those people come back. So it's just like, well, tomato, it happens.
Honestly, like I'm not the most well versed in the story, so I don't have much to add.
Anyone else want to talk about Mr. Bison?
Sure, I'll go up.
Hmm.
Honestly, with him, like I said before, he's amnesia. He's likely. I have a feeling when they do this arcade story, I think they'll maybe like sort of show him like me as the end in 5, and Bison's trying to figure out who he is, and like I'm guessing he'll either run into like Guile or like JP. Well, no, I don't think JP. I think he'll just run into Guile, essentially in rival battle, and like I think maybe then he'll like swerve him around. It's weird because Bison's like placement in 6's story is just gonna be. Maybe go both ways. If he's got amnesia, maybe it's like I don't know. Maybe it'll find, but yeah, I think I'm just drawing blanks on this one. So yeah.
I think the more interesting part is, while it could be up in the air, it could be anyone's ball game here. I'm curious to see what happens when Ken sees him. That's going to be interesting. When he's like, Bison, you're still alive after all the shit he's going through right now. That's one of the main things I want to see. Him and Ryu sort of reacting to it, which I hope happens and maybe sets the groundwork going forward. Hey, we have a little bit of story continuation here that we're trying to set up in the future, and Bison's gonna try to build himself back up. That'd be cool, and maybe get some interactions with him and JP and see how they click. Because maybe, I don't know, it could be like a new Legion of Doom team going forward with the villains, and that would be kind of awesome. So it remains to be seen.
The problem with Bison in story mode is he's only going to get one rival battle.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's just, there's too many people that are like, you're still alive. The fuck? Like, this is the Ryu, Ken, Shun, Guile mix. I hope his rival battle is with Jury, so Jury can be like, called it.
That is hilarious.
Because if you'll remember, in Chun's story mode, Chun's trying to get answers out of Jury, and Jury's like, if you think the big bad's dead, think again.
No, she's like, this whole time I have the insider information. I'm part of the Buster Wolf podcast at this rate.
I work for Capcom.
Yeah,
If you want to know all these questions, you could play his world tour where you could be his master.
What
Oh my
what
God.
item are we going to throw at Bison 20 times to get him to level 100? Do we just need to find random ass hats in the store?
They could make a
Yo.
bison dollars.
Bison
Yeah,
very-
bucks.
bucks and dollars.
yeah,
That'd be
or like
perfect.
suits.
Money.
Or like various red suits and shoulder pads.
Oh, I got it. Get him a copy of Street Fighter the movie with Raul Julia.
I
Of
unironically, I like that movie, so if they give me that, I would take it wholeheartedly because it's just complete cheese at this rate.
Oh, you know what? One thing I'll give Capcom over Tekken, with Bamco Tekken, I can get Bison's classic costume for free. Yes, it's in World Tour, but I don't have to pay.
Ouch.
The Tekken store. I just said, good Jesus Christ.
Well, I would say about Bison. I would say something about Bison. Let's see. He has amnesia. He has no idea where the hell he's at. I just want to see the reaction, like Chun-Li and Cammy of like seeing him again. Like, how are you still alive? I thought
Actually,
he killed you.
Here's my biggest question with Bison. Where does he get the horse from?
That's a very good question. Like, where did that horse come from? Where did his psycho? How did he get?
Maybe
his
he
psycho powers?
found it.
Just
Like, I
stranded,
remember
just stranded
someone-
around the middle of a road.
I remember someone saying it kind of looked like Rao from Fist of the North Star, or that it's supposed to be a nod to Street Fighter the movie.
I said that. I said it was kind of a when I said it was a nod to Raul or Andre said it was from the movie. I said it was from Raul. But yeah.
Let me find it actually.
Yeah. So my guess is this they would probably say like, who is this guy? I thought Nash killed you or Ryu killed you. And I don't even know who you are. What am I doing here? What's my purpose? Like that's literally the prediction in Bison. My prediction what Bison's story is gonna be like.
I don't know what this Bison is, but it sounds disappointing.
Yeah.
Who am I? What am I doing here?
This is not my lovely house.
So we gotta talk about season 1 and the characters so far that we have played, or any additional thoughts on them. And those characters are Rashid, Ed, Aki, and Akuma. I'm gonna make my answer real quick because I only played like 2 of these people. I have not played Aki. I just know she is poisonous bitch 101. She looks really creepy and strange and could be possibly annoying. Female Fong. That's exactly what she is. As for Rashid, I want to get him, but not right now. But I did main him in Street Fighter 5, and he was cool. So I don't have any sort of hate against the character whatsoever. It's just a thing of, well, that year 2 pass is looking pretty right now. I need to get that first before I touch Rashid. I do have Ed and Akuma. Akuma is just you play as him, you do massive damage, and you just
It's Akuma, baby.
You pound people into the wall. If you know how he operates this whole time, you're gonna pick him up easy and get easy wins. So I like him for the most part. I think he's really great to play as. I want to play more of them when the podcast is over. Ed's okay. I don't hate him, but it's sort of a thing like where, well, you have to use the flicker attack to really get in range and do a lot of damage. It's a lot of work to set him up, but I think it was more work in Street Fighter 5, where, I mean, fucking Ed just has like less options in that game. But this one, they give him a little bit more, but I can see people not really liking him if they don't want to commit, because to do stuff with him, you kind of got to get close and do all the boxing moves and try to trap people as hard as you can with psycho power. I think he's fine for the most part, but could improvements be made? Yes, I absolutely believe that, and that's what I think currently of the past so far. Rad, do you have any opinions on this?
Not really. I mostly played Rashid and not for very long. I mostly played Akuma and not for very long. And I don't really care that much about Aki or Ed, so I don't really have proper testimony. It's cool to get Ed because he's still somewhat relevant in Street Fighter story. Rashid was a fan favorite. Aki is like Fong but better. And of course, Akuma is going to sell your game. He should have been in the base roster. Fight me.
Mm.
Brad,
That's
I'm with you on that.
That's really all I have to say about season 1. Good start, but good God, that was an appetizer compared to what season 2 is going to give us. Ooh boy.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm waiting on Rashid, because it's just kind of like, I think my money is going to go into season 2 first, and then I'll retroactively buy him later on.
Year 2 is the buffet that we're gonna get.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Considering that you just spoke up, what do you think of the characters in the season 1 pass so far, Kaneki?
Well, I'm gonna start with Rashid, although not in terms of like how the character plays, because I didn't play much with him either. I just remember the very specific moment when he was released. People already recognized he had an infinite tech that Capcom immediately, like hours later, got rid of. It was the tech where he summoned what was it, his whirlwind tornado, and if you like move towards it and like towards your opponent, it won't go away. It's an insta kill.
I remember that shit. People would just get caught by the tornado and then they would die from it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but didn't it last for like a day though?
Yeah, because people found out quick. They even told Capcom to like get rid of it or fix it, which they did. Even Capcom recognized it so fast.
Yeah, I remember that. That was crazy.
In my twisted mind, I kind of wish they didn't fix it immediately because it happened way before the tournament last year, like before Evo. Could you imagine if that was still in that Evo tournament last year?
Dude, easy wins
Oh,
with
God.
tornadoes.
We
Tornado!
would have seen live banning
It would have been Rashid Fighter 6.
on stage. Live banning.
Oh my God.
It's like, look, Sonic Fox, you can't use this
You're
character no
banned.
more. That's it. You're done.
You're banned. You're banned.
You're
Just
banned.
kidding. Here's the original Cyrax back, just in time for Final Combat.
Oh my
You-
God! Don't get me started on that. That's.
Don't worry, I won't.
Oh man.
Totally not.
I'm just getting my standing jab, and I'm blocking now.
Oh,
Totally not coincidence, right?
yeah,
I mean, if they're gonna put back old Cyrax, could they put back like old Raiden 2 just for the fuck of it?
I'd be okay with that.
Put old Baraka back as well, since they nerfed him.
holy fuck! Like, if they put back old Baraka at this point, I'm just getting like GG's easy wins, because all I
Easy.
used to do is just his stupid broken combo, and I get like high damage from it. Like, and now we have Cyrax back, so yeah, I did see all that. I did see the Sikander controversy with him and Sonic Fox, and you know what? I agree with Sikander. It's kind of suspect that NRS just goes back and reverses that
Very suspect.
for this tournament. That's like he said, they never done that before ever until now. So I think that is a little bit of colluding there when you really think about it. Also, the screen caps, where everything Sonic Fox has complained about kind of got fixed or resolved. So yeah, I don't like that at all. I think that if some of these cameos were fundamentally broken, they should stay fixed, in my opinion.
I agree.
But
Anyways, back to year 1 Street Fighter 6.
before we do buff Sub-Zero, please, for the love of God, what are you guys doing?
We're not gonna do it.
Fuck.
You and Tom Brady both.
I know it hurts.
Damn. But
They know
yeah,
he
could
was
I
too
give
good
my
in the
thought-
beta. What happened?
I was gonna say, could I give my thoughts on season 1?
Sure.
Oh, hold on. Oh yeah, go ahead then, Joe.
Honestly, Ed and Rashid they were just forgettable to me. I was never a fan of those characters to begin with. And honestly, if they were gonna put any like SF5 characters back, it should have been like Colleen or hell, even Falk. Even if people don't care for her, at
I
least they
didn't care
play
for her.
uniquely.
At that
But
point, I would
Aki
just
was
rather have
cool.
it.
I mean,
Um,
Aki was interesting. She was a new character, and she played different compared to the rest of them. And
my
honestly, Akuma is Akuma, so yeah. What are
my
you gonna
only
say?
issue, my only issue with her and story is how could she fall in love with someone like Fong because she thought of him as like a muscular type of poison dude.
Maybe,
Like, no, that's not who he
maybe.
is.
I mean, we saw a younger Fong, so maybe she was in love with that, or maybe Stockholm syndrome. I don't know.
Probably both. But
But
Ed,
yeah,
I didn't. But yeah, Ed, I didn't play much. And Akuma is
uh,
Akuma, like I already said.
like honestly, I never even touched Rashid once, and Ed maybe for 5 minutes, and I was like, eh. This guy, this guy was like, I was like, eh, don't feel this character. Akuma honestly was really fun to play,
I
but yeah,
may
Yeah. I'd say it's the best. I'd say it's probably my favorite version of Akuma. Honestly, in 6.
yeah, like Akuma still plays like Akuma, albeit like with a bit more complex combos.
I may
I,
try
Yeah,
out Aki
oh,
again if since they buff Aki a bit, I may try her once more. I heard she's decent
I,
compared
I
to
mean
when she
she's
was
fun,
released.
but she's definitely a high learning curve,
Oh yeah, of course.
especially when you got to account for poison and all that.
It's similar to Fong, that's fine.
But I will say season 2 has more characters I want to play than compared to ones I don't care about. Like Elena, I mean Elena I could give two fucks about, but the rest of the characters I'll definitely play, even if I'm not great with charged characters. Granted, I think they changed. Isn't like scissor kick now like a quarter circle?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
the
right,
Or
right.
earlier.
back.
Mention it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, like how do you guys feel about that change?
Good. Again, I said I don't have to worry about charge partitioning and variable charges anymore, which is a net positive.
I feel like they're gonna spam that move. Just wait. It's gonna be a tech.
Like with Bison back, you think they're gonna give us Balrog slap or Vega box strength on? I mean,
No.
That
I
was the
Oh
don't
no.
initial leak,
think
but it was false.
so.
Oh no.
Honestly,
No, no, no.
honestly, Drill, I think Dudley's got a higher chance than Balrog and Vega. That's just my take. Like,
I vote for that.
yeah, nothing against those two characters. Just like, but honestly, I think I kind of want 6 just to be like different. You know, like, yeah, I don't always gonna
yeah,
be in the
but
Like
games.
Third Strike was.
I feel like
Yeah,
since 4, they always have been playing it safe by saying, "Oh yeah, we got to have like the World Warriors there and some of the fan favorites there too, like Sakura and Cammy."
yeah. Sakura and Gamera are like really popular characters, which I think Sakura is gonna be like season 3 likely.
I mean, if people want that game, Street Fighter Alpha 3 Maxes right away, right there.
Except it's not. It's only on PSP.
Yeah. How would
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
of course, PSP
how would
only.
you feel if in season 3 they revealed Ingrid?
Shut up.
Are you trying to
just
get Rad
wanted
excited?
Damn.
Rad, buddy. I will join you in that excitement right there.
Oh, Ingrid.
Yeah, I remember.
She was actually supposed to be added in season 3, but they removed her at the last second. Gosh, that just keeps happening with Ingrid.
Yeah.
Man, the moment Ingrid gets added to Street Fighter 6, you're gonna see Rat be on the first person to buy her, like first in line.
Yeah.
Can I join you in that? Can I join you in that
it-
train?
my list of mains in 6 is already a goddamn harem. You don't need to throw Ingrid into that mix.
Damn.
It's like that.
It's not enough Rat.
It's like that SpongeBob meme where you have him where he has like the cross-eyed eyeballs, and he's looking at the book. And he's like, I can't decide what I'm gonna do next with all
But-
these memes.
Like,
Homer
like Rad,
Simpson
like
comes
Rad,
in.
you like.
Homer
I
Simpson
was gonna
comes
say,
in. "Oh, don't make me choose.
Better
like
that
Rad, you
episode-
played
no.
Chun and Manon, right?
All right, Chun, Manon, and Marisa. I got them all to platinum.
Damn.
Hey, fellow,
Actually-
Let's shoot for Diamond then.
Actually, Ren,
Yeah.
it's funny you said that about that meme because right when the year 2 pass was announced, they did that meme for what is it? On the left eye is not my favorite character is not on the season pass, and then on the right eye is my in RE engine.
I saw that one. Yeah.
But I mean, you know, the certain animators are getting ready.
Dude,
Sure.
who fucking it had to be Drill bringing up the S&M artist.
I've already
Oh,
made this joke.
no.
I've got you covered.
It's already Rule 34 all there of mine. You can find it anywhere.
Just go on Dan Baru and you'll be alright.
For Ren, it's never
Excuse me.
enough.
It's never enough.
It's not enough.
Well,
But yeah, season 2 is definitely. I will say, like, season 1 was kind of like decent, but
it's
season
decent.
2 definitely seems a lot more
Better.
promising.
yeah.
Aside from being 4 characters again.
I really do feel like season 1 is one of those things that sounded good on paper, and then people realized this is going to be it for the rest of the year.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah, because the wait times were brutal.
actually,
Well,
I'll
they
go
have,
real.
they have a lot more to work on. Themes, story modes, world tour, balancing, outfit 2.
I'll go real fast on how I feel about the season 1 characters. I loved him in 5, 6. I don't know. I'm not really vibing with him in 6. I don't dislike him. I mean, I do think him coming back's neat. Ed. Oh, actually, yeah, Ed. I like Ed a lot. Like, I hate him in 5, but I'd say they did a pretty good reverse around with him. Like, he's a lot more fun to play because I'd say they like fix his kit and he's more. I actually really love his like super move when he like strings you up with psycho power and like punches you like a speed bag. Finishes off with an uppercut. That's really cool. I dabble with Aki there and there, and I think she's cool. Yeah, she's neat. And then Akuma is Akuma. And yeah, I'd say season 1's good, but I'd say it could be a little better. You know, it feels a little safe. I think with like you guys mentioned Rashid and Ed, but I think Agi at least felt really different, and Akuma is Akuma, so that's all I gotta say on that.
I mean, I'll say this: that season 1 pass was going to be trashed on if Akuma wasn't. Akuma basically carried it.
Oh yeah, facts. Yeah, I think saving up for last was a good idea in the long run.
That was true.
Like, yeah,
Even though he should be in main game, I agree, but imagine a Street Fighter game without Akuma.
oh god.
Yeah.
A
This
crime
day and
against
age.
humanity. A
Mm.
crime against humanity.
That's why Street Fighter 3 failed.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Damn,
because
man.
it wasn't gonna have any Shotos initially.
It wasn't gonna have any of the older characters. Sean
Nope.
was it.
It's like Sean, and that's the best it gets.
Yep.
Yep.
Like Ryu and Ken were added after feedback from the location tests for New Generation, and you best thank your lucky stars.
So one thing real quick. I know it's a divergence, but I gotta mention this since I seen it with Street Fighter tweeting Terry out and saying he's coming in fall 2024. We need to see that intro with him and Ken where he tosses him the hat. That needs to be in there and needs to be a thing.
Wait, fall,
Absolutely.
so October maybe?
That'd be fire.
I'm
That has to be October.
guessing October has to be, so I think we're gonna get more information on Evo. Definitely, that'd be perfect time for gameplay.
Well, based on the current pattern, it's going to be near a major tournament to give the TOs anxiety.
Yeah.
That was Akuma at Combo Breaker, and it's Bison at CEO.
So you said they
Good
just they just tweeted that?
Yeah, they did. It was only like a couple of minutes ago. No, it was 2 hours ago, but they tweeted when Terry's coming. And I'm just like, everyone's still kind of going crazy. There's people in the thread saying, "Oh my fucking god, this is still happening." It's like, yeah, it's excitement all around.
I thought they teased for all of them for Terry, but if it's fall, then best you believe it's October
Now that
or
I think
November.
about it, is modern Terry just gonna basically be Terry in Smash Bros?
Please, for the love of God, no. No, we already had people calling him Shoto. We don't need any more of these
No.
shenanigans.
No, Ren, it's Ken, but with a hat.
Oh, no. I hate
That was a wild time. I remember people were calling Kazuya Shoto.
Are we not talking
Bro.
about that?
Yeah.
I hated that.
And now they're calling Kazi a mud because Jesus Christ, he and Steve run that game. Sorry.
Mud.
Mr. Ronan, before we move on to the next one, do you have any opinions on season 1 of Street Fighter?
I actually do. Rashid was a good welcome back card. Didn't like him at first, but you know, pretty fun character. Ed is also another good returning character I actually did enjoy. And also, yeah, his super move where he just hangs you and uses you as a speeding bag was just funny to me. And brutal at the same time. Aki was a bit of a weird one. I didn't care for that much until I found out her voice actress was Faye Mata. I'm like, what? I do not see Fate Mata playing this character. Akuma. I'm glad to see my boy Akuma back. I'm glad to see him with his lion mane and everything else. At first the lion mane I thought it was stupid, but I kind of got used to it. Also, fun fact: he's also voiced by Ain Zangoon from Overlord.
He's voiced by Ichiya from Fairy Tail, and I can't unsee that.
I literally
These two characters could not be any more different.
Alberto, can you treat me for my raging demon? And yeah, so Akuma, I'm glad to see him back. Also, I really love the fact that the first time you meet him in World Tour, the dude just punches you while you're laughing at him.
It's not
Oh, that's
Akuma.
it.
Yeah, it's not Akuma counter out you being beaten down.
Like the guy just like punches you, like uppercuts you while you're blocking, just uppercuts you, knocks you out. You're just laughing at him. You laugh at me. Then just punches the ground so hard, he literally he gets your character scared, which I love that. I really love that. So
Very well. I will train you.
Yep, and also it's kind of like I like the fact that Akuma is now being a how to say it, chaotically neutral. Yeah, his allegiance. He's more chaotically neutral now.
I say he's more of his own person than on either side he's on.
Yeah, that's what I meant, neutral.
He's not really he's not really a good guy, but he's not evil either. He's just trying to get stronger, basically.
Just a chill Akuma now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll still he'll still beat your ass and call you a child, and he's just like, all right, now leave me alone.
Basically, he's a hermit in 6. Oh, sorry.
He's a hermit.
No, you're good.
I mean, he kind of is. He kind of is. Like, he's in a cave carving those, like, wood dolls all day.
While we're at it, I did not get to Akuma in World Tour. How is the matchup between Akuma versus Technology?
It is not good. He does not understand any of it. It's like Ryu. Like, he doesn't understand.
Yes, I knew it.
He's literally as confused. Like, what is this? How do you operate this?
I called that last year when we were talking about it. Technology is a 0-10 matchup.
Like, seriously, Akuma trying to learn a phone is like teaching an old man how to do TikTok.
He doesn't need a telephone. He can teleport to you.
Also, I love the fact that Akuma also has a shadow clone jutsu for his raging demon.
Dude, I remember that. I was like, what the fuck is it? It reminds me of the Eddie Gordo thing where all these people just come out of nowhere and he's just beating your ass. I was like, what the?
Yeah, it was like,
yeah.
it was like so strange. Like, I was expecting his raging demon to be like 5, but only more deadly. I wasn't expecting jumping no Kagebuchi no Jumpo Jutsu. I wasn't expecting that, but okay. And I'm that's my thoughts on that. Also, I wanted to bring this up back for the my thing. Please, for the love of God, for the English dub, hire Mary Elizabeth McGlynn as the voice of Mai Shiranui. I would pay money for that.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Or Michelle Ruff. No. Either Mary Elizabeth McGlynn or Michelle Ruff.
Tara Platt.
That's all I ask.
Christina V. There you go.
Christina V is a good one. Tara Platt? I don't think so.
I take it. As long as she sounds like cool, then I think that's the thing that I'll be looking forward to the most.
I mean, yeah. We'll probably have to wait and see. When is Mai coming out? Spring?
It's definitely next year.
Winter.
Yeah.
Winter.
Yeah.
And according to
How do you
Capcom's
feel
case of
about
winter
Elena, Ren? What'd you think about Elena?
I mean, I said what I had to say. I'm not really big on Elena because I don't. It's not that I hate her. It's just that I have like barely any familiarity with her whatsoever, except for the fact that she was in Third Strike. She was not one of my used Third Strike characters to make that make sense.
She was an Ultra too.
Yeah, I didn't play as her there either. I was more fascinated with characters like Rose, to be honest.
Speaking of Ultra Elena, in the interview said, "Rest easy. We know about healing."
They're probably. Here's my theory. They're gonna make it like a 2. They're gonna make it like a 2-bar super. I bet.
Don't make it a super. That's how you got into this mess.
Yeah, but the problem is that they made an Ultra, and Ultra's way easier to get than supers.
You're saying super's not easy to get in Street Fighter 6?
I mean, the thing is that you have to account for, well, do you want healing or do you want damage?
I rather want damage.
Yeah, they'll give Elena a new super like everybody's getting in 6. Like she'll have Brave Dance, she'll have Spinning Beat, and then you get whatever her level 3 is. Bada bing, bada boom.
All right, so we gotta move on to these ballast patch changes for Street Fighter 6. Does anyone have any sort of thought on the stuff that they changed in this ballast patch? I had no idea. I just jumped in and played, and that was it.
Thank you,
honestly,
for making
honestly, like, really honest, I don't know anything. I don't know anything about it, so if you had to ask me, I wouldn't ask. I don't have any.
The only characters I know that got buffed from this character balance change was Ryu, Aki, and Zangief. I don't know how much they buff Aki, but Geef got noticeably buffed to where you can do a combo and then your opponent bounces off the ground and you could do his mid-air grab.
I mean, I've heard Japan say he's top tier, but it could also be due to them not having much Geef matchup knowledge, so it's hard to say.
I say he has been the best he has ever been in Street Fighter 6. And we're not even in year 2 yet, technically. But as for Ryu, he definitely needed that buff. The fact that you could activate Denshin, and when you shoot skins, you don't lose your attention, that is a good way to buff Ryu. And he does a bit more damage to my knowledge, but I could be wrong about that. Yeah, that's all I know about Ryu.
Geef is better now because he struggled a lot in 6.
Was Ken nerfed?
I mean,
I don't know.
No.
Well, that was one problem that people kind of bitched about.
You really can't nerf his tools that much.
I 100% expected as much. I just thought that they were going to at least try, but if they didn't, then that's kind of good for me. I'm not sure about Luke as well either.
It may be like the Akuma effect. You can nerf the damage, but not the tool.
It really felt like everybody got tuned to prepare for Akuma. Like, nobody got killed, per se, unless your name is DJ.
Oof.
But it felt like everybody got moved up a peg.
I know Smug was upset about the DJ patch. I mean, the DJ change.
But Manon got buffed. We are so in there. Her back medium kick juggles you if you're in the air. Her level 3 does more damage depending on metals. She basically got a new combo route. Shit feels good.
Please, God, kill me. I don't need this. I don't need this with bananas and giant feet. Oh my God. Well, I'll just deal with it. I'll use Akuma. I'll just deal with it. But it seems like, very routine. I'm surprised that no one else got killed except like DJ. And well, I don't care too much for a DJ in this game anyway, so I'm kind of fine with that. I'm a little biased with that. But yeah, it just seems very, very, standard stuff. Really, I just thought they were gonna go a little bit harder on the balance patch.
Why you gotta disrespect DJ like that? Smug might be hearing this right now.
He might be. It's like machine gun kicks. No, it's not happening.
Like Ren's only happy because it was a character he disliked playing against.
Who, DJ? No, it's worse characters. I already named one, Manon. I hate fighting that bitch. I hate her worse than DJ. And Rad's happy about that, so he got his wish.
Marisa also got a buff. Her 1-2, her forward heavy kick. If you hit both, you can combo into her level 2 now.
That's cool.
That's cool. I don't mind Marisa getting some buffs because she is pretty slow but high damaging character if you know how to use her. But
she just needed to be less monotonous, and I think the mission is accomplished here.
But we're moving on to the next one, which is Garou, City of Wolves. And there's been a few things that we've seen with some of the gameplay implementations. I seen Max talk about this, and I don't know how I feel about this air drive impact thing that he's talking about, but I have seen that in gameplay. They talked about this new REV system where it means your meter, needs to be maintained by doing defense and offense, and if you don't do anything, your meter goes down. You can also burn out, but you can cancel into what was proclaimed to be 3 EX moves at the same time if you do a combo, so that's kind of wild. There's also like this shield button as well where you can hold down guard and you get like extra defense for your rev meter, and it will have modern controls, which I mean it was a given at this point. They call it smart style, and there's also some new characters and reintroduced characters as well. So what do you think of the updates for Garou? Rad, I want you to go first.
So they announced B Jenny is going to be in City of the Wolves, and my God, look at her in KOF 15 and look at her in City of the Wolves. Her model is night and goddamn day.
I mean, they did upgrade her assets in a few ways, and they gave her a.
Especially,
Bro.
that's not what I was referring to.
I mean, they gave her the yacht counter.
This man,
we're already gonna.
This man Drill's horny. Like, what the fuck?
Only on podcast.
The Buster Wolf, the views of Drill do not reflect those of the Buster Wolf podcast.
Oh my God.
Drill, they're prepared for mine. I don't think they're ready for each and that either.
I will tell you how her drive reversal is her backside.
Yeah.
Why?
So
That
wait,
is what
wait,
I
wait,
wanna
wait.
do.
Hold on. Time out. Time the fuck out. You mean to tell me her counter drive is her twerking?
No, she just hit you with like her ass, like Armika. It's an Armika like sort of butt hit. It's not twerking though.
It's a counter.
It's
Yeah.
Yuri's
I'm good.
forward A, but as a counter, like a alpha counter.
Yeah, it's something
I was just
equivalent to
kidding
that.
about that, but that was just funny though.
Man, she ain't Ice Spice, goddamn. But
I told you, SNK knows their fans.
They also announced a new character, Vox Reaper. He has some relation to Grant, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. You're a new character. You're just on the pile now.
Yeah.
I have no strong feelings towards Vox Reaper. I just need to see more of his move list and how Grant-like he is.
So far, I'm gonna give my quick thoughts on this. I think it sounds pretty unique. I'm wondering more about this combo system where you can just do EX moves out the wazoo and keep chaining them together. That's going to be kind of nuts when you see what combos people pull off, as well as how the meter works. Because again, if you're in those situations where you don't do either offense or defense, you can lose meter, and that might be pretty bad for a matchup. But maybe it is balanced right, and I'm just sort of looking at it in a different way. Of course, modern controls, I knew this game would have it because they want to, well, not only have the hardcores in, but they want to introduce like new people. So I figured as much. I'm just hoping that it's still a good paradigm for people who like classic, and they can still get in there and beat people regardless, and these new people can come in and play, and it'll be all mixed. I know we talked about modern controls before with Street Fighter, but I'm sure it's all going to be fleshed out well with KOF. I'm pretty sure. As for everything else, I think that it's very interesting. I just hope that the air drive impact does not piss me off too much, because it has the possibility to do so. Otherwise, I'm really excited for this game. This is my first Garou ever. I did not play the previous one, and I have it on Xbox 360, but I heard that version is some boo-boo, so I'm not gonna play that one. I'm gonna try to play it on my PC.
Oh wow, Ren, really now?
Yeah.
First Garou.
Yes.
This feels like something we need to fix.
Yes.
Exactly.
Indeed.
Like, bro, Garous,
I mean,
go. Please play it.
there could be a time to play Fatal Fury Special or Fatal Fury 2.
I've played some of the Art of Fighting games and some of the Fatal Furies,
Yo,
but
we gotta get that Parsec tournament going. Like, there's a Fatal Fury on the Dreamcast if you're desperate.
interesting. Yeah, but I've never
Or
played
we
Garou.
could, or you could go jank and try to play the SNES version.
No.
He's like, no. He gave you an instant answer.
No, the reason Garou on the 360 is some boo-boo is because the netcode for it is delayed, and it's not even good.
As a functioning game, though, does it work just fine without the online?
Yeah, it works fine.
Damn fine.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it holds up well. It's a great game.
I'll try it offline after this podcast with my Xbox and see how it is.
It's kind of the same with Battle Coliseum. It works definitely well offline.
But with Ren talking about all these systems that City of the Wolves is getting, with all the EXs out the wazoo, it seems like Fatal Fury is borrowing a lot from the King of Fighters, namely 13. And when you go into drive mode, you can just do EXs all willy-nilly in your combos. So a little bit of DNA is there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally see it. I can see it.
Yeah, as long as it's like just, you know, precise or whatever. I saw a couple of people doing combos. I saw Fidel, shout out to Fidel, taking his L's by Max. So and the special moves look kind of cool. It's like when you do one, it will be this flash on screen like a comic book panel, and it'll sort of like go all crazy with the effects real quick, and then the character will turn and do their special moves. This is a visually great looking game. It looks far better than what I would say KOF, like the last KOF before 14.
14.
Yeah.
That was garbage graphic wise.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm glad they're enhancing bit by bit in terms of how the game and presentation and the gameplay is.
I feel like graphics-wise, you guys really need to take it easy on the color, because I can tell it's a work in progress. Early on, that game was just like a splash of all different like rainbows and all of that. But that's nitpicking. When do we get the game in our hands, SNK?
I want to
Give us release dates.
Or don't have to fly to fucking California just to play it. No offense, West Coast. No offense.
That's in a play. I will say I want to say maybe later in the year or next year, but I will pick it up for sure because I want to try it out myself and see how it is. So it'll be baby's first Garou, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be taken to the woodshed, but it is what it is. Got to learn and get it in.
You can guarantee they'll have a beta for it, which we don't have to sign up for to play it, right, Capcom?
Oh,
From what I've
Oh my god.
whatever run sorry to interrupt, but it's coming out like early 2025.
Okay.
So probably like March or April.
They might announce a beta at Evo. Who knows?
They might pull one of those. Well, you can play it right now. You can download it right now and try it out. I will.
Here's the story demo.
Yeah, here. Well, they could pull that as well, but at least that's a little bit of practice to the people who are looking.
I mean,
forward to
would
the
have
game.
been nice if we could try the Summer Games Fest build, but oh well.
The Games Fest build doesn't have Otaru. You can keep it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or no, they could do it like the KOF 14 demo. You know, give us like, you know, the demo to lab some of the characters before it's out.
But
That'd be cool.
I am looking forward to this. Anyone else have any opinions on this game before we move on?
I mean,
I do.
it looks
actually.
really
I
fun.
do actually.
And I'm not even much of a SNK player, but it looks really fun. Honestly, there's a couple characters I want to try, like Hotaru and B. Janet and Rock. I mean,
Yes.
Preacher, she uses Muay, but I don't know if I'd use her.
SNK is back. That's all you need to know, man.
Why do I have the feeling we're not getting Joe Higashi? And it's like, hey, we have Joe Higashi at home, Preacher.
I saw people.
Yeah.
I saw people worry about that. I think they might do that. So.
Like, but I mean, where's her Hurricane Upper though?
She don't need it. She don't need it.
I'm glad Marco Rodriguez is coming back. I always liked him.
Yeah,
He's a really cool character.
I kind of don't. It's
you know what
nitpicky.
else I'm happy is back. Speaking of Marco, the Art of Fighting minigame.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did introduce that.
Remember that from Summer Games Fest? Yeah, where now some models.
Bonus stages are back.
Bring those back for modern day fighting games, please.
I mean, Street Fighter 6 also has them, so yeah,
Oh yeah,
people are catching on.
breaking the car. Yeah.
My only nitpick is they corrected his name. I like it better.
Yep,
I like
Marco
what?
Rodriguez is better.
No, it's but
Not
What
Kushio.
was his name? Kushinoto Butt or something?
Kushnud butt.
yes, it's funny that way.
Yeah, that's his
Yes.
name.
So yeah, I can say one.
But honestly,
I can
I'm
say one
looking
thing
forward to
about
seeing.
this. Yeah,
I'm
one
looking
thing
forward
about,
to see who they
that,
reveal.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, hold on, one at a time. Drill, you finish, and then Ronan will go next.
Yeah, I'm gonna say hopefully
Oh,
we
fair.
get other characters like Mai, maybe Yuri.
I want to see more older characters. I know this is the new age Fatal Fury, but with the Evo teaser they put out with those old voice clips, the theory of old versus new still is in the back of my mind. Like this is going to be reality. Give me Mai, give me Billy, give me all of that.
Also, Ronan, what were you saying?
Yeah, I was gonna say this game looks amazing, even though I only played Garou Mark of the Wolves. And that was my first Fatal Fury game I ever touched. So City of the Wolves, it looks pretty promising. My buddy, a PC guy, he's a PC guy, and huge fighting game fan himself, got me into Fatal Fury. Garou Mark of the Wolves. It's pretty. I just said, huh. At first, I thought this game is really shit. So I played it. It was actually really fun. So I'm actually looking forward to this. Like I don't know any characters besides Rock, Terry, Mai, and that pirate, and that
B. Janet?
Janet. Yeah, B. Janet. Yeah, B. Janet. But everyone else I don't know because I've only played one game. So looking forward to this.
I guess I'll find out tonight how the first one was, considering the fact that I'm just getting into this side of them doing Garou and Fatal Fury stuff. So it should be pretty entertaining nonetheless, and future tournaments as well.
Also, when they first teased this game from a poster, I can absolutely guarantee you Billy will be in this game because that poster was Rock, Billy, and I think it was someone else.
Rock, Billy, and Kane.
Hey.
And Kane, yeah. So you will likely see Billy in this game.
But we're gonna move on to the next question, which is Tekken. Of course, the future of Tekken has been swirling in people's heads ever since Street Fighter dropped all this news and information. So, just an overview of what we think so far. The biggest thing that we heard though is that they did nerf heat, apparently, from what I read. So I put that in there, as well as thoughts on any of the remaining characters like Eddie, Lydia, and the leaked characters that we're gonna go over. They said they're gonna have new story content, and I threw in a question here of like, what do people think they need to make season 2 a lot more relevant to the masses and get all eyes on it? Because currently all eyes are on Street Fighter. I'm going to let Kaneki go first on this.
I'm glad you did, because I'm going to say this right now. Out of all the things I'm excited for this upcoming future for Tekken 8, the new story content is the most appetizing so far. Like, especially what they tease and what apparently leaked. What apparently leaked from Jun's side of the story. I'm looking forward to the continuation of Tekken 8 story, but outside of that, this has to be the most, I wouldn't even say bare bones. It's like, what is even this update for Tekken 8 and what we have so far? Outside of the lack of customization, this has to be the worst Tekken update, man. Like, Tekken 8 at launch was perfect. Like, outside of the online, which they fixed, it was perfect. Like, why did they decide, okay, let's ruin it by make it microtransaction? By the way, pay $5 for some of the costumes you had for if you was a PS4 owner.
Oh, and by the way, they were not even original. They were ported from like other games, and they still clip.
Yep. And then the customizations that they didn't have from launch of Tekken 8. Like the ninja outfits, for example, you gotta pay him now. Same with the cyber outfits, you gotta pay. As for the characters, Eddie was the worst thing to ever happen in Tekken 8. And when and you think his Tekken 7 introduction was bad, like when they put Eddie back in Tekken 7 or some shit like that. Tekken 8 Eddie is so stupid. All you had to do is press like one button, and then to end the combo, press the other button, like mashing.
So Eddie Gordo then.
A stupider version of Eddie Gordo. Instead of XOXO, it's XXXX, then OO.
I mean, wasn't Eddie always kind of a scrub character on like for beginner levels?
He's more scrubbier in this game. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And for Lydia, I don't even. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even care much for Lydia. She's cool, but I only care about her beach stages. Her beach stage is the only thing I'm looking forward to, not the character herself.
Speaking of beach stages, where's the summer gear, guys? It's like the season is approaching.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean the
You guys
swimsuit?
want to make some money real quick?
Yep, that's the best thing they could do is put those summer costumes in there. I'm surprised.
And for the lead
I
characters,
mean, you know, all the
them,
Lily
right?
mains are gonna buy it.
Or we can mention the lead characters, right?
Yeah, we can. There will be leaks
Okay.
in this podcast, people, so if you want to turn away from these characters being sort of, talked about, now's the time.
This is the perfect time to close your ears, skip to the next section of the podcast. Well, you haven't? Good. Here's the deal. First, I'm going to mention Marduk. Marduk, I don't have a problem with him, as somehow many people do. Apparently, when he was leaked, I don't have a problem with Marduk. I can understand why he should be as base roster, but he shouldn't be like. I don't think he deserved the heat he's getting, especially for a season pass. I mean, if they want to do that, that's fine. Vakuum, on the other hand, he should not be in this. Period. Like he should not be in this game no more. After what happened with him in Tekken 7, the fact that you couldn't even hurt him, like you can't even sweep the guy, and he was such a problem. Like I don't want him back in Tekken. He
Oh.
basically broke Tekken.
I'm gonna go real quick. My answer won't be way too long, but the patch of the Heat, good, I guess. I mean, people were, I don't really have the biggest issue with Heat, but I know people had like a problem with it and just getting caught in combos and massive damage. So it's good they addressed it to an extent with this patch. As for everything else, I'm gonna just take what Kaneki said. The new story content is great because, well, June only had like 30 seconds in the plot, so we gonna need more explanation than what they gave us. As for the characters themselves, I'm not really all that excited. Okay, so everyone knows I hate Fakuron. I could not stand fighting this piece of
But you're
shit.
gonna hate him even more when he's out.
Yes, and him behind Heat is going to be some of the worst garbage ever. Is going to be terrible. Marduk, I'm fine with. I have no problem with him. Legacy character coming back, that's cool. As for Eddie and Lydia, everyone knows I don't like Eddie that much. I played him and he's broken. He's the way I caught someone in the corner and they could do jack fucking shit was kind of the funniest thing in the world. Lydia, it's just like I wasn't excited for her in the last game, so I don't really feel one way or the other in this one. That's just kind of how I feel, and what they need to do to spruce it up, I just think they need to bring some sort of energy and excitement, because right now it seems like what Street Fighter did was they introduced a lot of crossovers that people are really kind of fawning over, and that's something that Tekken needs. Like, and they don't necessarily need like all guests. I'm not even saying that. They could use like maybe one guest for the next
FIFA
pass.
for Tekken 8. Come on, Hirano. This is your chance.
Yeah.
No. I was gonna say they should bring back Negan.
No,
Oh my god.
no, I'm not.
Negan.
I don't think
All
he
right,
would.
someone kick Drill off the
No.
podcast.
Please no.
I like Negan, but I don't think he would move the needle. I think they need someone completely new and relevant, and then everyone else can be like, oh, we'll put in this legacy character. And like, I think they should do it like one guest character, legacy characters, and one new dude, and that'd be pretty cool. Because like,
Actually,
yeah,
I got an argument about this. If you're gonna bring back Marduk, you might as well bring back Armor King. Those are the two that you would bring back together, just like they did in 7.
Agreed.
I'd be down with Armor King returning.
Because you know, when it comes to the history between King and Marduk, they were
King's
all involved in
already
the story.
a pain in the ass in 8. You want King again?
he wants more.
Yes.
He wants more punishment.
Sadist trying to keep.
And I got something funny to tell you.
Go ahead.
Imagine they add Billy Butcher in Tekken because of the boys.
Another
Think about
boys
how-
crossover.
no.
They got Homelander in
Goddamn.
combat, so shit, Billy Butcher.
Hey, Rad, I want no peace. I want problems always.
Gotta get back to the boys. That's such a fun show.
Well, that's what I think they need. They just some excitement to get people like, oh shit, you got him coming in, or this new mysterious character or something like that. Just something that will breathe some life into this, because outside of just maybe like one character in this pass, I'm not really too excited about what's coming next in terms of at least this pass.
Asusila was a cool new character.
I agree, even though I hate fighting against her. At least they tried.
Her.
Yeah, at least they tried, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt there. Anyone else on the future of Tekken so far? Ronan, what about you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ronan.
Drew, I'll let you
I-
go.
My bad.
I'll let you go after Ronan. But Ronan, what about you?
Technically, just some legacy characters, and all I can say is get some legacy characters. Don't make them gimmicks. Please do not make. I remember the last time on the Tekken podcast, Tekken 8 podcast, I really do not want Lei Wulong to be in love with a pop star singer. That would be the worst nightmare ever existed. Please bring back my boy Bruce. I really want him back because I really love Muay Thai fighters. Please bring him back.
Who was that
And
character in Tekken 7 that replaced him?
we don't speak of him.
Josie.
Josie. You're gonna get her and you're gonna like her again.
Never,
Crybaby.
Never.
Crybaby in Tekken.
never in 100 years will I accept that little crybaby over Bruce. But anyway, yeah, I can say the same thing about everyone said about guest characters. Like, add one. Still want Baki though. Still craving Baki.
Why does everyone want that character in Tekken? Like, does he fit all the criteria in Tekken? I'm curious.
Kind of does, yeah. I mean, when you think about it, they're the Hamas are kind of like the Mishimas.
I'll be all
Well,
for it if he's cool. So I haven't seen. You mean Baki the Grappler, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I want his father though. His father is.
Yujiro Hanma.
Yeah, I want his father.
Yujiro. Excuse me, sir. You want Yujiro Hanma in Tekken?
Oh my god.
He's like,
I mean, yeah. You want to bring a Baki character? He's the guy.
That's like, okay, we need a Hajime no Ippo character. Yeah, can I get Takamura instead of Ippo?
Yeah.
Okay, no, that situation's different. Ippo would be the only dude.
God, Yujiro and Tekken would be nightmare fuel.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying right there.
If it was a Hajime no Ippo crossover, no, that would be. No, I would pick Ippo.
Like, if we're going outside the realm of reality, just stick Rock Lee in Tekken.
Oh man,
Rock Lee, that'd be cool.
Would be badass.
I would be hyped, not gonna lie.
I want to see Rock Lee's Tekken styled model. That would be nuts.
I know.
Adding Naruto.
I know it said before, but someone said that Lars was in a Naruto game. Like,
Yes,
I did.
one, two.
I did.
yeah. So I think that maybe that'd be kind of cool if they did something like that. I don't know how it worked, but you know, I'll be all for it.
I did say in that last podcast, the shocking last character would be Naruto Uzumaki.
You know what? That'll be.
You'll get Boruto and you will like it.
No.
Never.
We could
Never.
push the new manga.
No.
Never, Rad.
You gotta
Don't ever
push the new manga, you know?
Rad, don't ever mention that Mary Sue ever again.
Rad's about to be public enemy #1.
No, that's for next month. That's for next month.
At that point,
I don't want to talk about Naruto.
at that point, Tifa and Tekken 8 sounds the better option.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
we talked about that.
absolutely.
I fuck with that. That would be a great solution, and I think everyone would be very, very excited at her addition. So that's a very good and safe pick.
Yep, either Tifa or Baki for me. So that's the only guest character I will actually like, you know, commit to.
I was about to say,
Can I say my piece real quick on this?
sure. You
While
can,
everybody's kind of putting their stuff together.
Sure.
I feel like Tekken has this problem where every character is a legacy character. Because Tekken goes out of their way to make sure the majority of the cast from the last game comes back in the next game. And then you have 30 characters. And even then, it feels like something's missing. This is why the Season 1 DLC pack is just kind of weak. Oh, wow, Eddie Gordo was in the game. He was in the last one. Oh, wow, we have to pay for Lydia and Fakumram again.
Again. Yeah, it's not like the Street Fighter Year 2 pass. It's like, oh my god, Terry is free.
It's like
We don't get that oomph in the season pass for Tekken.
like,
I'm sorry, Tekken Harada-san. You guys need a panic button and you need it fast. I mean, look at what your contemporaries are providing.
yeah. I mean, Leah does look cool. I'm happy she's coming back, but it's like, what? But she should have been in the base roster for 8. Honestly, like, I don't get why she's like DLC again. I really hate this notion. Like,
especially because she comes from a country that no other Tekken character is from. Same thing with Fakumram.
yeah,
No Thai representation until then.
absolutely right. It's just
And they played up the gimmick of Tekken 8 is a world tournament because all the worlds are fighting for their right to exist. Yeah, Lydia wants in on that.
yeah, it's another thing. It is kind of weird that she wasn't in the story mode because if Akazi was planning on taking the world, she would have like gotten the MO like, oh, Poland's about to get invaded. I gotta step up, but maybe they'll find like when they do the new story, kind of like Kaneki said. We'll see.
Like I said, man, look what Street Fighter is doing for year two, and look what Tekken for for this season, and they're not even in year two yet.
It's really like just a situation of I think they can recover from this, but it's just a matter of well when and what are they gonna do after the fact. I'm curious to see how Evo goes with them, which is what we're gonna cover next month.
As much as I didn't like Negan and Tekken 7, they proved when Tekken 7 was out that guest characters was one of the only reasons they kept that game. And I'm surprised they didn't go with it for this season.
Because it felt like it was winding down and they didn't want to throw a bunch of money at a game that wasn't as hot as it was when, say, we dropped Geese Howard into the game.
For high boss shit.
Yeah, Geese was one of the. I'd say he was probably one of the best guests in that game next to Akuma.
Oh yeah.
I know we said Tifa's. I know we said that Tifa's a lock. Virtua Fighter needs to be in this Tekken dealy.
Akira, please.
Yeah, Akira makes sense. I wouldn't mind that.
Because remember. Oh, you want Sarah? I don't mind her.
Me neither.
Sarah would be perfect for Tekken, her flamingo style. I don't think anyone else in that game has anything like that, like a Savate Taekwondo fusion.
I'm just advocating in chat, Sarah for Tekken, please.
Like, that's all I want.
No, you get Doral, and that's fine.
No, you get Doral.
I'm okay with it. She'll be busted.
I should put Jackie in second.
She's just as slow as she is in Virtua Fighter.
Porn for that character is gonna be wild. It's gonna be like Silver Surfer, but female version.
About that.
Yeah. I know where you're alluding to. God.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything more. This is the Buster Wolf podcast.
You're right. Well, I guess we'll move on to the next one, which is some multiverse stuff. Damn it, Drill! You can't.
Wait! I was gonna just put in my part.
Sure.
Honestly, I still have the issue of Tekken 8 being like way too. I guess way too focused on aggression, and and the fact they nerfed all the defensive stuff from 7. I mean, they did at least nerf some of the dumb characters and buff some of the lower tiers. I'll give them that. But honestly, the season pass is kind of meh. It's even worse than Street Fighter 6's because at least Street Fighter 6 had some cool characters, while this one doesn't. I mean, do people really want to play as Lydia again? Honestly, I would have rather they put back Julia.
In comparison, I'd rather play her than Fakura. He's the worst one in this list.
I would rather have Lucky Chloe over Eddie.
That's
wait a minute. Hold on.
That's something. That is a mega hot take.
Okay, Drew can stay. Someone kick Brad.
Brad, why? Come on, man. I don't want Lucky garbage back.
There was a poll that Harada did. It has no relevance towards future DLC.
Right.
There was there were 2 polls with female characters in it, and Lucky Chloe was at the top of one of those lists.
Yeah,
are you trying to talk of Kenny from Yo Video Games ever again?
Oh yeah, that's right. He's a fan of Eddie. Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, and we all know what happened with her and Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie passed
Nah.
the torch.
Well,
Honestly, I'd rather they put in Forest Law and just make him a clone of Law.
Like Lily to like Sebastian to Lily. Like
Yes.
it's Law, but he has older moves. If you can get a Law without Dragon Tail, that is a Law worth having. Fucking sick of just seeing that move.
Man.
God damn it. I don't know.
Honestly, I've been mainly the last time I played it was like mostly the Mishima army, and also King.
I don't know. It is very interesting to see which direction they go into. I still think it could be anyone's ball game or hype, but as I said, it remains to be seen. I guess we're gonna find out pretty soon because Evo is next month. But we're gonna move on to multiverse stuff. So this game has risen from the dead again, and it is now out as a full product, and a couple of people have been playing it, so I want to get some opinions on what people think about it, like the new characters like Agent Smith, Jason, Banana Guard, and any future leaks that you may have seen. I'm gonna go with Mr. Rat first.
I don't have much to say about multiverses. I know people have gripes about how it controls, how it feels slower. We've been apart from this game for a year, so I didn't really have the game fresh in my mind. It feels about the same to me. Granted, I didn't really have a character in that game. I liked Harley. I wasn't that good with her. I liked Taz, and then they murdered him.
I remember that. I was there.
And then I discovered Banana Guard. If you ever want to pick up multiverses, Banana Guard is a good starting character because he's a straightforward ass character.
Log in for 7 days and you get them absolutely free.
Hello.
Oh, jeez.
I will hear that hello in my mind for the rest of the year. Okay, by the way, gripe. Characters shut their ass up while I'm going through the menus. It's like I go to fighter select. Hello. I go check my daily
Hello.
rewards. Hello.
It's like a jump scare.
Imagine you play Smash Ultimate and everyone talks when you try to select them. Mike
That
says, "I
happened.
fight for my friends."
That happened in Smash Wii U. It came out of your. It was Smash Brawl. The voices came
Yeah,
out
it
of
was
your Wii
Brawl,
when
which
you
is that.
selected them.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Brawl,
but that
which is
was a
that
little
because,
neat gimmick.
But
I don't know. Like, I don't have much to say on multiverses other than I've
Yeah.
seen clips of it. People said it's like well, I think it looks like Ultimate at half speed, and also the monetization. But as
Like-
for the characters, I got no comments on them, honestly.
yeah, I'm pretty quick about this. Multiverses is back. That's great. It still doesn't have a single Mortal Kombat character. Miss me with that.
Yeah, we're gonna need some MK reps at this point.
Damn, you know it's bad when fucking Smash Brawl mods have Sub-Zero before multiverses.
Yeah, we're gonna need some MK reps. Well, I mean, there's hope because I did see Boone like promoting the game, so that seems to be a wink, wink, nudge, nudge here. But
Yeah, but he always like talks
Yeah.
about other games.
yeah,
Like,
but
he
you know,
said, "Oh, yeah."
the Warner Brothers boys.
he
Like,
is kind of
he talks about Tekken, and then he talks about Tekken. People are like, "Oh, gee, are we gonna get Kazuya and MK1?"
No, but he is in WB's pockets, of course, him promoting. But I think he'll be cool with it. Ultimately, it's just a matter of when and where. As for the characters themselves, I guess I'll say my piece real quick. Jason's cool. It's part of this whole Jason universe shit that I'm seeing, where they're putting him not only in this game but in Fortnite, and he may be in COD. Where I don't know how that works, but I guess, you know, as long as I kill people with a machete, that's fine. He's a big dude in this game. He's like he's a brick shithouse, honestly. So it's kind of like he's a tank. You gotta deal with like taking a lot of damage if you do, and you also hit people really hard and do combos with the axe. It's funny that he uses a bed to up smash people, which is a nod from Freddy vs. Jason. Banana Guard I have not played much as. All I heard is that if you buff him up, he will indeed rock house, and I have not really tried that, but I seen a partner do that, and it's just like kind of awesome. Agent Smith, the hello jump scare, goddamn it. Agent Smith is I'm grinding cash to get him, so when I get him I will see him, but his gameplay got leaked and he looks like what I expected, you know, just with a gun, going around the place, smashing people, kicking people, so that's a fun sight to see. And for any future leaks, I have not seen any, but I'm curious about the ones where, you know, some characters have like stages like Dexter's Lab and Powerpuff Girls, and I want to see how they're sort of like operate within this game. And that's about it for that. I do notice that the speed is, well, the speed feels different to me, but it does not feel like, it's not a bad game, it's just it feels like it is there. And of course they had their problems. The funniest shit I seen though was them taking Iron Giant out of the game because his move led to Touch of Death. And I don't know if he's still gone, but I do remember they took him out.
He was just added back in, I think, today or a few days ago. But I know it was recent.
Okay, that's good. And everyone knows about the Dexter's Lab stage where we all roast it because it is the worst stage in that game ever made, except for the one where you're fighting in the singular stage and it's like not a lot of moving shit all around, because there's two versions. There's one where you fight with your co-op buddy, and it is,
which they fixed.
Well, yeah, if they fix it, that's good, but it was the worst thing in the world when I was on it, and it was pre-patch. And then there was the other one where it's like, if you do one-on-one, it's like a typical stage, and I'm just wondering why isn't it like this?
Oh man, they really trying to be like Smash with that stage. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I know. I know they had like a Powerpuff Girls stage because I actually did play. I actually did play Multiverses like a while ago, and yeah, I do really like Jason. I kind of like how he's got one move where he like if he gets you with like the sleeping bag, you can like slam him around. It's pretty neat. I think Banana Guard being in the game is, I mean, a weird pick, but what can you do? And yeah, also Agent Smith definitely gonna try him out because he looks cool. Agent Smith. Yeah, that's all I got. That's kind of all I really got to say on Multiverses because I played it like a week or two ago, and yeah, I do need to like play it more.
Anyone else on Multiverses before we move on to the next one?
Yes, sir, right here.
Good.
Oh man, what Multiverses? After a year and a half without Multiverses, because they finished their, we thought at first it was the actual release beta, but now since it's back in its true form. Why did they get rid of the speed? Like, the beta speed was fine. It actually felt so faster to do too, with certain, just some moves you can do from the beta, you can't do it in this new version because they decreased the speed a lot. So let's say, for example, you've been a Bugsbane for like since the game was out initially. Well, now you got to change your tech for bugs because they changed the speed. Same goes for Steven Universe's characters. You use different techs. Not to mention, the monetization is even worse. At least in the beta, if he was able to grind the gold coins, which they got rid of, if he was able to grind enough, you'd be able to get the entire full base. But if you're new to Multiverses, guess what? You're gonna have to spend 20 to 30 hours to grind for one character. Not to mention, the Joker is 6,000, I forgot what fighter currency. You're gonna need 6,000 of those to get Joker. And I know you want him, Ren.
Yep, I do, and I'm like a couple thousand behind. I think I almost at like 5,000, so I'm close.
Let's just say I feel so, well, I don't blame people for being upset about it, but let's just say they give you mercy if you bought the deluxe or the beta version, because the ultimate or deluxe version of the game before it was out of beta, they give you free character, which luckily I can buy Joker right away with the tickets, spending actual money. So far, Jason and Banana Guards are like the best characters in the full, because what they do in terms of damage and what the setups you could do with it is so broken. It's like I'm surprised they haven't tried to tweak them, but Iron Giant, well, rightfully so, Iron Giant, he was instantly removed because what he could do.
This man was just clapping people. I was like, what the fuck is this? I didn't even know there's some Infinite in this game.
Iron Giant was giving people a round of applause and killing them with it.
Yeah.
No, did you hear that it actually affected an online tournament?
I did not actually.
So, yeah, there's these two guys playing the set, and all of a sudden they hit each other up in chat. It's like, hey, my main is gone from the game. Lol, that's fucked up. Let me switch over to Shaggy real quick. Give me a few. And then he still won the set despite that. But yeah, even so, that sets a nasty precedent. Characters can just be deleted from the game right in the middle of just at any point.
Yep, that's the curse of being games as a service.
Yes, sir.
I'll say at least the entire game doesn't go down for maintenance, just an entire character, so small miracles, I guess.
Yeah, they were like, let's just pluck him out of here real quick and everything will continue on as normal, which is great because if the whole thing went down for maintenance, I'm sure people would be very, very upset about that.
I'll say this. If it was for a character like Shaggy, people up in arms about it. People gonna be screaming if it happened to Shaggy.
I have a feeling though that Divine Intuition is gonna be something like this that happens again with one of the newer characters, and then they peel them out because it's like they have to fix it.
Hopefully they do fix this game because I do want to give it a second chance, and I am giving it. But lately, it's been it's not that good. Like the fact I have to do new setups just to beat an opponent is ridiculous.
Did they fix the desyncing?
No, they did not.
Yeah, that's another problem where it's like we would play matches and then the game would randomly desync, and I'm like, what is going on?
It's one thing if it desyncs, your match just gets canceled outright. Like any modern fighting game would fix a desync and try to pull you back or sync you back in. No. Multiverses just chokes.
It's like, let's just take them out back like old Yeller at this point. So, and this happened to me like literally 10 times when we played Kaneki.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. Despite the netcode issue from the beta's netcode was way better than this in terms of the desync, because you don't get much out of the desync.
Yeah,
I agree.
Or crashes at times, because my game did crash multiple times.
Well, they moved this game to Unreal Engine 5, so I'm guessing their unfamiliarity is causing a lot of woes.
I feel like that's a mistake. They should have stayed at that engine, or at least updated to the new engine until they're like fully prepared.
Yeah, that's what the beta was for, and now look where we are.
It's worse than the beta.
It's like you guys had a year to move from Unreal Engine 4 to Unreal Engine 5. I don't think that'll cause any major problems.
We've come a long way only to dump our heads in lava with the netcode.
Also, they never fixed the performance for the Xbox. The Xbox version is the worst one. Performance is terrible. You want to play the game at 30 frames? No, Series X.
Ouch.
What?
You want to play the game at 30 frames and even worse desync? Play that version.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's causing it. One of the ports of the game is not playing nice with the other.
It's definitely part of the issue, but not entirely.
Oh my! Xbox causing trouble for fighting games. That's never happened before Tekken 7.
Oh God.
Man, that
I'm
Xbox One version of Tekken 7.
I'm still sorry about that, Red. You didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
But well,
But yeah, that's all I think about multiverse so far. Fix the fucking game.
same. It's like I love playing it, I do, but I am not a fan of the desync issues and how they handle some of the currency with this Gleamium stuff. It's like, yeah, I'm glad I have my old characters, but holy shit, it's gonna be a grind fest to get just like a few people.
The new players I feel sorry for the most. They gotta grind even longer just to get the base roster.
Yep.
Yeah. At that point, they're like, pay up, damn it. But we're gonna move on to the final two questions of this document, and we have to talk about the Mortal Kombat 1 DLC characters since we haven't talked about them mechanically or our thoughts. And another leak happened this week, data mining. They found Mr. Stabby on Scream, Ghostface, and we're gonna talk about him. So give your thoughts on Omni-Man, Homelander, Ermac, Quan Chi, or Peacemaker, and what do you think of the data mine of Ghostface? And we're gonna go with Ronan first.
I will gladly tell you why. First, Omni-Man. Great addition. Great addition. I really love that JJ is voicing him again. And I tell you, I have never made everyone so angry by playing Omni-Man. Ermac is a little different because I love maining Ermac. And Peacemaker's pretty cool. I actually like him. The one that was kind of baffling me was Homelander. Homelander, I was expecting more. Honestly, I expected more, and the fact that Anthony Starr was not voicing him, it was kind of. We were just talking about that, and I just really just said like, why, what the hell just happened there? Like, was there money involved? I need answers. Why wasn't Anthony Starr voicing this guy? Quan Chi, don't care about him. I hate that guy so much because I wish he stayed dead. Wish that guy.
We learned about Bison. They can't stay dead.
God. Still, I really want Quan Chi. Still, I really want Quan Chi dead. Why is he still here? I know it's a new timeline, but why haven't they killed him off yet?
That is great when Scorpion like cut off his head in MKX. That was divine redemption at its finest.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was, and I really, really want that to happen again. But you know, beggars can't be choosers. There is who else was also looking forward to Takeda Takahashi?
Me.
By the way,
Hopefully he's if Takeda joins, I'm sure he'll probably be similar to like MKX, but since there's no variations, they'll probably maybe like switch him up a bit.
The laser arms got to be there, and the whips.
Oh yeah.
Please bring back the teleports, the laser Ronin swords. I mean, and everything else. Ghostface, kind of an odd choice. Why was he not in X? Since X was more focused on horror icons. I
don't know. It's kind of strange, but at the same time, I guess, I mean, MK9 had Freddy, so it was bound to happen, I guess, with more of them.
Yeah, I would have said Ghostface would have worked better in 9 or X, not this. This is like violent action superheroes, kind of like Spawn. But Ghostface? What?
Gotta have that one horror character somewhere.
How is go on, Ronan?
I was gonna say, not a fan. No, even though no disrespect to anyone who plays MK Mortal 1 Combat or M1K, wherever, however the fuck you say it. Even though I'm not a fan of it, why him? Like, you could have had Deathstroke. You could have added Reverse Flash, not those guys, but Ghostface, come on.
How I wonder how he's gonna play if he's gonna be an MK. That's the thing, because
Dude, I'm sorry to interrupt. Do we know for sure if he's a playable character and not a cameo?
That one, the only thing we know is that he was data mined, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's a main character at this rate.
I
because-
know that I've heard that there was some Omni-Man dialogue that got data mined with for Ghostface where he says, where I think the line is, "You think I'm scared of some guy in sheets or something?"
I see, but still, yeah.
I mean-
For area of DLC, great stuff. So if I had to rate anything, Omni-Man, great character, love it every single about it. Homelander, was expecting more, love his fatalities. Everything else, Peacemaker's hilarious with his intros. Ermac, I really love the story of him. Like, I really love the fact that he's actually a good guy again. I love that. But can we get rid of Quan Chi, please? Can Quan Chi just die in a hole and never come back? Like, can we just behead him one more time and make him never come back? But this time, not Scorpion. Let Ashura do it, please. I'm begging you. That's all I'm asking.
He wants a double whammy on that one. My God.
I know how to fix Quan Chi.
Can we? Does it involve beheading him or cutting him in half?
It might involve making a female version of Quan Chi.
No.
Rule 63.
no.
Hey, it worked for
Oh.
Aki.
That
It
man
did
needs
work
to
for
stay
Aki.
dead. That man needs to stay dead. If it has nothing to do with him killing him, beheading him, or skinning him alive, I don't want nothing to do with it.
Well, they tried this with Seth, and some people had some mixed reactions to that. Like, they were almost about to masturbate to that one. And I was like, geez.
Listen.
No,
They-
Red.
Man, if they changed his voice, it would have been fun.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That was funny. But
I knew it was a trap. The moment you watch that trailer, you don't need to explain.
someone
Other than that, that's all I have to say right now.
I guess
Okay.
I guess. Oh, go ahead, Kaneki. You were going next.
I was gonna say before you go to interject about Deathstroke. Do you really want Deathstroke in this game? Do you really want another moment of Deathstroke?
Yes, him in Reverse Flash. That could have been a better version, better Mortal Kombat.
Honestly, we don't need the more annoying zoner, so I'd rather
After
not.
Injustice 1, I want you to reconsider that.
He just be gone.
Thing.
He will be gone.
After Injustice 1, I want you to reconsider that answer.
Oh
Never.
God.
Like I'm sure people who've played it online have PTSD of Deathstroke spammers.
I know a certain someone did, and it was funny.
One, I was never one of them. I played him professionally, not gun. I don't spam gun.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, I can't talk. I used to use Deadshot, so.
Oh yeah, Deadshot was annoying in Injustice 2.
Now that is a character that should never exist in a fighting game.
Well, I mean, I would do like somewhat of a mix. I have to use his guns, and then I also do some of his combos. But it was funny, people getting mad and sending me rage mail over that. But as for what I think of the question itself, Omni-Man looks cool. The only one, I don't think I have it like any of these characters, but so I'm just gonna say what I said before. Like, Omni-Man looks pretty cool in terms of like his fighting style and everything. I love Invincible, so I'm glad he's in the game and he fits. It makes sense. He just, that special where he beats the shit out of the guy with his fatal blow, and it's the one taken when he beats the sun down is just sick, man. I love it. Homelander is, people say that they don't like the voice. I get it. Like, Anthony Starr should have came back, and it's clear that it seems like some pay dispute was there, and it seems like WB didn't want to pay him. But for the replacement that they got, I don't think that he was the worst in the world. I think he sounded fine for the most part when I first heard him, and he sounds fine just now. He does remind me though of like there is a bug where you could do like these high kicks in the corner and you could just trap people with those. So they kind of got to fix that. But other than that, he looks like he plays different, at least from Homelander. I mean, from Omni-Man. And he just reminds me of Superman for some reason, where he does more lasers than need be. So I don't know if
I mean, I remember hearing some theories saying that he was just like a reworked Superman for Injustice 3, but that could just be tinfoil hat theory.
Yeah, I think that might be tinfoil hatting. It's just in his arsenal. I heard people say that he's kind of difficult to play. You need to really lean into his flight combos a lot to make them work, and that's I think that's fascinating to me. I will love to probably pick him up and see if I can learn him. As for the others, I'm looking forward to Takeda the most. I want to see what he does. He was my main in MKX as a secret little main that I would pull out. But Quan Chi, I'm not the biggest Quan Chi fan. I'm sorry. I do like the Deadly Alliance mechanic of him together with Shang Tsung, but in terms of liking him as a character or using him, I'd never used him in a single Mortal Kombat game. So I'm gonna skip right past that. And Peacemaker, it makes sense. The best thing about it is John Cena is coming back and he makes all these Aquaman and DC and the Boys references to the Deep and says that the Deep and Aquaman are fish fuckers, but outside of, I mean, I
mean, one of them is.
Well, that is true. He is actually a fish fucker and an octopus eater. So I guess you can throw that on the Barbie. But I do like some of his moves so far. People say they reminded people of RoboCop with his style with Peacemaker, and I was just like, I guess maybe, I don't know, but he looks like he's also another fun one to play, and that's probably the first character I'm gonna get when I finally decide to pick him up. So all around, I think it's been kind of solid. I just know that people said Ermac was the one where once they introduce him, that's when it was like it's really good meta so far on that patch. I still am hoping though that they have the online first to 3. That's the only thing I need back, and I guess we'll see what happens. But maybe get Sonic Fox in there to change it. Outside of that, outside of that, that's really it. It's just a all around good thing so far. And as for Ghostface, I mean, I'm a Scream fan. I like Scream. I'm a fucking cat for Scream for real. But in terms of Ghostface being in this game, I don't know what uniqueness that they can make of him outside of just stabbing people like and throwing knives. That's it. Like it seems like a character that in terms of a fighting game you could pick someone else and have a more varied moveset with that character versus Ghostface. I don't know though. Even Rambo, it's like, yeah, I get it, but Rambo worked because action hero guy could do a lot of things. Like they made it work. How in the fuck are they gonna do more uniqueness with Ghostface outside of the knife? I have no idea.
Still better than Tekken 8's pass.
Well,
I was gonna say, yeah. What if they have him summon a giant garage?
Okay, I'm just imagining the garage door kill. Bro, I will laugh so hard. I'll laugh so hard if he like has a giant garage and he puts the character in there and their head gets like crushed. I will laugh my ass off.
I mean, then again, I might be misremembering. Didn't he have like a gun in Scream 6?
No, say that again.
Didn't Ghostface have a gun in Scream 6?
He did. He had a shotgun.
Well, maybe they'll put that in his moveset. I don't know.
Bro, I was like, this man has a shotgun. Well, I guess it makes sense from that movie, but still, it's just, hey, let's give him a gun.
Spoiler alert, put a flamethrower in his moveset.
Put a flamethrower and a shot. At that point, he's just Chris Redfield. I'm sorry.
A rocket launcher.
That's literally Chris Redfield right there.
That is Marvel Chris Redfield at that point in Mortal Kombat 1. How is that going to work? I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Actually, give him a rake. Give him a rake as a weapon. Something.
Yeah. Andre, what do you think about this? You have any opinions?
MK1?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go real fast, but actually I do remember I did actually played MK1 with a friend in a party, and I did play Peacemaker. he was actually the most fun character to play. I really liked I really liked when I played the Peacemaker. He's a really fun character. I really like his fatalities, and John Cena's clips are great. Everyone else, I can't, like I said, I can't say much because I don't own MK1, but I do think it's kind of neat that you can finally do Omni-Man versus Homelander, even though Omni-Man would slap Homelander once, and yeah, just be one side. I do think Ermac looks pretty cool from what I've seen of him. Quan Chi, I'm gonna have to agree with you. I never really liked Quan Chi in MK. I always thought he was like the corniest character. Like he's just a slim Uncle Fester. That's all he is. But yeah, that's all I gotta really say.
Any opinions from you, Rat?
I'm actually going to abstain from this because I haven't played MK1 in months. I've actually put that game in the back of my mind.
Damn.
It's too big for my Series S.
I mean, I don't blame you. Like, they need to, fighting game devs need to optimize space, or at least give you an option to cut out bigger files.
I mean, MK1 does that. You can cut out the story and the whatever the conquest mode is. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the modes.
Not for us PS5 or PC players.
Invasions, yeah.
Invasion. Yeah, I mean, Invasion's kind of whack. They should have just brought back puzzle combat.
The game is still too girthy.
Damn.
Hey Rag, can you share that feature with us PS5 and PC, dude?
No, the Xbox needs something.
Oh man.
At least Street Fighter, you could do it everywhere.
Yes, and God bless them for that. I've had World Tour uninstalled for months.
Yep. Honestly, I'll say something real quick about MK1. I think Omni-Man's really cool. The fact that he's an anti-zoner means that you can counter certain strategies pretty hard, and he's got cool combos.
Oh, wait till it's my turn.
Since I've been out of MK1 for so long, please tell me Lee May is still in the game.
Yeah, I think so.
She still is.
I mean,
Is she still good?
I know she's playable. I know she's a playable character, but is she even still in the game?
I mean,
in the conversation, she's not in the same place as Tanya.
I think. Well, the meta is just simply.
I
don't think she's as bad as Tanya, but I think the meta now everyone is doing is Homelander, Ermac, which is common. And I'm seeing a lot more of what the fuck is that character's name? I forget his name. I'm seeing a lot more of Scorpions around, but I remember they tried to buff him,
Reptile?
quote unquote. Yeah, and Reptile. Reptile got buffed and nerfed at the same time. What?
He got buffed?
Yes, he got buffed, and people were loving it, and then they nerfed him a little bit too because they took some of that damage now.
I'm kind of upset about that because last patch, the Ermac patch, Reptile was at his best. Peak Reptile.
Yeah, and then Scorpion, they gave him a move that is not optimal in the slightest, so it's like that was just a waste of time for Scorpion people like me who want to see him get better. So I don't know, I hope things still improve. It's just kind of a little bit wishy-washy right now, up and down, where it's like they do one good thing and then in the patch you'll see something else for another character and you'll be like, what the hell's going on? But you know, hopefully they all get it right in the end. And I haven't played Mortal Kombat 1 in a while, but I will play it tonight and I will report back on the rest of this patch for sure next podcast. But that's all I gotta say about it for now.
Ready for the download sign.
Yeah, I already know. I think it is getting time to like uninstall that game for a while because it is massively large.
Let me see how big it is right now compared to other fighting games.
It's like 130 gigs on Series S.
Fuck.
Jesus.
Hey, you could go ahead, Drill. What do you think about this patch?
But yeah, Homelander, he's got some unique combos. He's probably I think he's like probably the most technical character with how much you got to optimize his damage. He doesn't seem like an easy character to like pick up and play. At least if you want to do big damage. Ermac, I
This-
mean, I haven't seen anything. I don't really care for Ermac, so no comment. And Quan Chi, same, but Peacemaker seems pretty cool. Mainly because it's Peacemaker and he can do all the cool combos like Sonic Booms and with Eagly. Oh, and also his torpedo. I do find it funny. He's like probably the only character that actually shouts out his moves.
I remember people complained about that, saying they thought it was gonna be like super annoying.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny though.
it's 135 on PlayStation 5.
Yep, that's
Actually,
about what it is on Xbox.
Actually, let me say this right now. Out of all the fighting games we talked about, it is still the biggest one, even if you never uninstalled World Tour for Street Fighter 6.
You could fit Street Fighter 6 and King of Fighters 15 in there.
Yep.
Even King of Fighters is bigger than Tekken 8's, but not by much. And it's still, you could fit it in MK1.
You're kidding. It's like KOF's like 50 on Xbox. Tekken is like 80 gigs. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, crazy to think about. Probably because of the damn-
So these assholes can optimize their game if they want to.
It's just they choose not to, unfortunately. Or I think the suggestion
So
where
it's one of the many things MK1 could work on.
yeah, I think one of the suggestions was people saying that they should break it into pieces on what you want to download, whether it's story or whether it's like invasions or anything else, where it could really help the file size. But
Helldivers 2, you know, an open world shooter, 27 gigs.
Jesus Christ. It is crazy how fucking compression. I like when the next slew of fighting games come out, I'm gonna be so scared because
Like,
my hard drive.
Get your
I
phone
mean,
terabyte
is
ready.
gonna be
it's on sale for PlayStation 5 at a reasonable price, and even if I wanted to grab it, the game's about as big as Gran Turismo 7 is, and no thank you.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
I wonder how big City of the Wolves is gonna be when it comes out.
It's gonna be out
hopefully
the.
not.
It's gonna be optimized.
I would say in the 40s or 50s.
Yeah.
Okay.
But hey, Renee.
Yeah.
But I might actually have to bounce right now, so I'm not gonna be able to do the last question.
Sure, no problem. When we get to the outros, I'll outro you when I do mine. But yeah, it was good having you, Drill. And like I said, Evo is coming, and that's gonna be the next Buster Wolf podcast in late July.
Yep, should be exciting. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. Take care of yourself and have a good night.
Get easy, Joe. Okay,
See you, Drill.
All right, we got the last question, which
wait, hold on.
Huh?
I didn't go.
Oh, go ahead.
I didn't go for this question about the DLC. Omni-Man is definitely the best character so far in this season, hands down. Because not only, you know, the references, if you watch it, the way he interacts with the character, but in terms of game, he's the only DLC character. Maybe with Peacemaker, they're like easy to pick up, easy to learn. Especially if you want to do crazy combos with him. It was so much fun to play as. Homelander, he's probably right now the hardest, especially unless you're a Superman main and this guy. Because I can't do shit with Homelander. I even tried, I can't pull out a combo with Homelander. Ermac, I didn't play much of Ermac, but I'm glad Ermac, they got his mask. Because remember when we complained about him not having his mask?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I said he looks like a dried up piece of stale white bread. I probably said more. I said he looked like dried up cum or something. I don't know.
Why would you say that?
I don't know. It just happened. It just happened. Neglect my crazy mind, please.
See, I imply the 18 plus. You just directly come out and say it.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I'm glad they did fix him though, because no mask Ermac DLC was gonna be a problem. Quan Chi, I didn't play much of Quan Chi either. Unlike Ronan, I didn't hate much of Quan Chi. I don't have that hate. Also, he can't die, Ronan. You can't kill this man.
Watch me.
He's
Watch
immortal.
what happens.
He
Watch
is
what happens.
immortal, man. He's like Bison. You can't kill him. And as for Peacemaker, like I said with Omni Man, the second best character to pick up, easy to play. Also with the dialogues and interaction with the character, especially if you watch the show, the Peacemaker and the Suicide Squad movie before it. They just like NRS in a nutshell. They really treat the guest character compared to MK character. It's like they get the deluxe royal treatment.
Yep, as they should.
I just wish Takeda will also get the deluxe royal treatment when he comes in.
I think we're definitely saying Takeda at like Evo. It's a no-brainer at this rate.
He's got that scorpion look. Like I want that Takeda now.
The Ryu Takeda, keep him in.
Yes.
All right, we're on to the final question. Sparking Zero. I saved an interesting one for last. So we have a release date, and this game is coming out in October. And with all the confirmed characters, all the news, everything going into the launch, do you have any concerns or thoughts on Sparking Zero? I'll go first real quick because this is kind of breaking news, but they also said that there's gonna be some unbalancing here. It says
Oh my god, I heard this.
we are back. We are back. It says it won't be balanced on equal terms like Fighter Z. Basically, if you're a Gogeta main, you've got a massive advantage over playing against someone like an Earthling, it seems. Which, well, I mean, it's accurate power scaling, so...
Yep.
Oh boy, that's good.
Wait. Fusions are going to be powerful? How is this different from fighters?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Not wrong there.
That's not wrong, the question, but I just guess that they're trying to make it similar to Budokai Tenkaichi, where it's like, well, fuck it, there's some people that just can't beat other characters, and maybe there will be. Some people are saying this ruins the game. I just think that, obviously Hercule's gonna get squashed compared to like some other high tier character. I'm hoping though that they do take some things into consideration, but party game hype, that's what I'm expecting. So I guess we'll see what happens. But what do you guys think of the possible imbalances to Sparking Zero?
I'll take this one. It's gonna be really nutty. Like I can imagine this game is gonna be kind of crazy because like if you got characters like Beerus, Gogeta and Broly going up against like Yamcha, Tien, or Krillin, it's a straight up wash. And yeah, I think this game is gonna be really insane because one thing I did also hear too is apparently you can do like your own fanfics. Like apparently you can do your own Dragon Ball like storyline, like a fanfic, and share it with people.
Oh, the what if mode?
Yeah, what if mode. Yeah, that's what I heard.
I'm interested in that.
That's gonna be hilarious. Like people like having Yamcha beats up Vegeta, Goku stuck in the hyperbolic time chamber, like really crazy scenarios like that. It's and the game is coming out the same day as for you JRPG fans, Metaphor ReFantasia. So
It's a for that game.
It's a wreck for that.
Oh yeah, it is because it's Dragon Ball.
Fucking October stack. What are they thinking?
Whatever game is releasing in October, unless it's another big game like Dragon Ball, you're about to get buried, son.
Yep.
Sonic Shadow Generations.
Silent Hill 2 buried.
Yep.
Oh,
dude,
God.
There's like the one I'm actually kind of looking forward to is Sparking Zero and Silent Hill 2, but I just feel like this is another symptom of game developers just releasing everything in 1 month, and it's like, what are you guys doing? I'm not going to be able to play all these good games.
This is 2022 all over again. Elden Ring, and then the rest of the game in 1 month.
Yeah.
The Waltz are gonna be crying. But I think Sonic is gonna be alright. Sonic's gonna be fine. It's a popular IP. Everyone's gonna play the new Sonic game. But
Fuck,
every
I want
other
to play that
game,
too.
oh yeah, same. But every other game, like like you said, I'm like, it's Dragon Ball. It's gonna bulldoze the competition.
Yeah, I'm not surprised they are harkening back to the old GT stuff or the Budokai stuff. They said they're gonna have GT characters, so please, Super Saiyan 4 needs to be in here ASAP.
Actually, here's my concern with this game,
mhm.
and I don't know if y'all catch up with the run of the game. What they talked about. This is the good and bad news. The good news is, if they was to do a tournament for this game, you don't have to worry about this. This is specifically for the couch versus people. You know,
Oh,
if you want
couch
to
co-op?
face your friend,
Okay.
yeah, something like that. If you want a couch versus your friend, well, the only way to do it is by split screen and hyperbolic time chamber. Because this game was built to be an online only competitive. So, couch people, my condolences.
Yeah, they said something like you could only play in the hyperbolic time chamber or something. But
Yeah, because it wasn't built for local or something like that, or for couch versus.
yeah, so
So it's the Gundam versus thing all over again.
Yep.
I
I
was
mean,
just gonna say that.
you can do local versus, but you're getting two separate screens, so
They will
lots
have to.
of real estate taken up.
They will have to do it a different way. They will have to find a way.
Yeah.
yeah, because
It's
the
just
game
that.
can't
That's-
handle couch co-op and other stages.
Nope.
Yeah,
cannot.
that's
At least the
Told
game's
you.
tournament ready. You get one stage and that's it.
Holy fuck, dude! Somebody already ordered the Ultimate Edition.
guys. I just
Nice.
I may do that. $110. They're gonna steal it.
I remember something actually about Sparking Zero. If you're in a martial arts tournament and you do like an ultimate attack, the announcer will actually cut to the announcer and he'll probably scream and like try and evacuate.
Oh yeah, the announcer is back. I'm actually hyped for that.
Okay, so here's the important feature. If you guys fight outside the ring in World Martial Arts Tournament, the announcer bolts, the audience bolts, and then the stage opens up. You're
Holy
fighting
shit.
you're fighting in the general martial arts tournament area, not just the ring.
That's
That's nutty, dude. That's insane.
That is mwah.
that makes sense
Quick
because
question.
go ahead.
Wait, that's what they did?
Yes.
Quick question: Is
Oh,
Ring Out still? Is Ring Outs? Do we know about?
Ring out
Did we
still work
find it?
on the ground, but if you're fighting in the air, no, it's a different story.
Okay.
And obviously, I don't think there's gonna be any ring out if the whole stadium evacuates. So, I think we did see footage of them on the grass after the announcer said, "Let's get the fuck out of here." So afterwards, I like that addition because I hated that this never happened in the older ones, and you could always get like, I think it's always like a ring out no matter what.
Wow.
So it's
The only concern I
wow.
can say about this. Oh yeah, sorry. The only concern I can say about this is the how can I put it? Are we going to get any heroes reps like Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, Time Controller Trunks?
DLC.
Vegeta did show a manga exclusive move. I don't know the name of it, but I've never seen that in the anime before. So we about to pull from some sources.
Yeah.
That's my right. That's just my I'm sorry. Go ahead, Andre.
Okay. Ronan, actually, apparently they did show the season pass, or well, they didn't show characters, but they did say like Dragon Ball Daima characters. I think I'm saying it right. That Daima characters are going to be in it, so I think it's a
Oh, fucking
possibility.
course it will be.
Yeah, promotion.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not really surprised, which
Also, my thing is, they have a playable character slot in the pre-order. I want to know who is that playable character outside of the Brolys and Gojitos.
Really hoping for Time Patroller Trunks because I'm really hyped to play him and Z Trunks.
If they put
Because-
Saitama as a guest character in that, everybody will buy so fast.
Wait a minute, hold on. This move that Rad's talking about, I'm wondering if this is the move where Vegeta does like a final Gallic gun blast. I've never seen this before. Hold on, I'll post it in the recording discussion channel.
Yeah, please do, because I don't know the name of it. Only that people were going like, "It's the move from the manga."
I think that's it. I've never seen that before.
Summer Game Fest foi uma maratona de eventos e testes.
We're not in the World Tournament Arena anymore, and here we go, baby. Look at this one. That's so...
Really? Really? I just thought it was just another advanced version of Saturday Crush.
No, I've never seen this move like ever. He literally like punches the guy a little bit and then he puts like 2 fingers to his chest and he blows him away. I've never seen Vegeta do that.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
At least this game will have Reddits, right, fighters?
yeah, oh, yeah, that's
Still,
right.
still mad about that. Still mad about that. Not even having Majin Vegeta in fighters or
Also, yeah,
Omega
look-
Shenron.
Also, yeah, look what Andre posted, that playable character. If
Yeah, they're
it's Saitama, I'm getting that. If it's Saitama, I'm getting that special.
They're gonna have the Gamma 1 and 2 playable from the.
Yeah.
What was that one? What was the name for the Dragon Ball movie?
Superhero.
Super. Okay, thank you,
Superhero.
Randy. Super. They're gonna be playable, so that's gonna be cool.
Really love the film. So yeah, Timebreaker. So Time Patroller Trunks and Timebreaker Bardock, please. And Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. That's all I'm asking.
I think they need fucking
The only character I could possibly need in this game is Android 21.
I figured you asked for that.
They might do
No.
Android 21.
Wait,
you know?
Rad.
Android 21's in
Rad.
Xenoverse.
Wait, quick question, Rad. Majin or Lab Coat?
Why not both?
It's
Both.
gonna be like, why not both?
You can do
Yeah.
both. This is Sparking Zero.
Well then.
Oh yeah,
then
that's,
let's
remember, this is a Budokai game, so she could transform into Majin.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
You can have everything. You can have Lab Coat. You can have good version. You can have evil version.
I found the move. I don't know why it's being like weird on my
Yes.
phone.
Final Gallic Blast. This is it.
Yeah, the final Gallic blast. I've never seen him do that before ever.
That looks amazing. Look at that.
That's amazing right there.
That is crazy. I've never seen this.
Spike
Yeah.
Chunsoft was given money. Finally.
Jesus.
That's a lot of money. A well-deserved money.
The animations in this game look freaking insane.
That's one of the things I have to commend, the animations and just how people charge up too, where it looks like it's like fluctuating aura is incredible. I can't wait to see it all in action against like other players. It's gonna be so fucking sick.
Dragon Ball fans eating while Naruto fans
Are
Naruto fans
suffering.
getting
R2 Connection 2. Literally, that's what it is.
No, not connections though. The
We're not
voice
talking
acting
about that.
is trash.
We don't talk
You mean
about the
AI?
game that uses AI.
We're talking about the game next month, guys. Let's get back on track.
Oh god, that's right. We
Damn
have to because we're talking about Naruto. Oh no.
Damn it.
Oh
That's-
yeah, we were talking about Naruto, so that means the games will also follow suit as a question.
Okay, guys, listen. We stick to Ultimate Ninja and Storm.
So
Excluding connections. Okay.
we'll
There we
get there.
go.
Not do that. Do not do that so I won't have to scream a second time.
I want to listen to more of the acting, but we'll get to it when we get there. Believe me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Believe it.
The bio.
Believe it. The Batayo.
Believe it.
We gotta talk about the acting, you know?
Oh,
God.
yeah.
Okay, Killer B.
Wake you up? Did that wake you up?
Oh my fucking god. Well, before we go into a roast, I guess it's time to end the podcast. This has been pretty fun, and as I said before, we'll see you guys when we talk about Naruto. That's going to be a pretty interesting discussion. A lot more anime
I know,
discussions.
you said it right.
Yeah, sir.
You said it right, fine.
Sir, it is Naruto, just like it is
Here we go. Here we go.
Giku. So,
Oh no.
I
I mean,
can't
you probably
believe
said geek.
I can't believe someone said Giku as Goku's name. I just want to.
Oh, yeah.
Raikou.
It's the worst thing ever. But yeah, we're gonna do that, and Evo obviously will be watching it, so we'll let people know what we think about it, and with all that fighting game news. So I'm gonna do outros. Obviously Drill had to go, so you can find him on Twitter at drillbit777. You can find me on Twitter at rentoperative_, where I will be,
Okay.
or Pornhub or X, whichever people prefer.
Oh, you said it. You said it.
I will be doing a review on RE4 Remake and maybe Mortal Kombat 1. I need to get to the story mode first, so I'm gonna see how that goes and record that a little bit tomorrow. Kaneki, where can we find you on social media?
You can only find me on Twitter and YouTube under Google Order. And recently, since you mentioned RE4 Remake, I bought that on the Day of Play sale it was in, and it was the Gold Edition. So when I get the chance, I'll be able to play that remake.
It is a really solid game. I really like it a lot until it kicked my ass.
I know.
Professional.
I love the demo, unlike a certain Griffin.
Oh my god, in heaven.
Oh, Lord.
Jesus Christ.
I know what you're talking about too. Oh, man, the man
It's good. That's all I can say.
the man that cannot aim in RE4.
Oh, God.
But
Scrub. the bomb.
Andre, where can we find you, buddy?
You can find me at Twitter at Andre B Venom, and I'm also at YouTube as Venomous B Andre, and I also do have an Instagram account. Shoot, I really need to post. I got a lot of pictures because I went to MomoCon recently. I'm going to post those pictures, and also I am thinking about getting back into streaming pretty soon. So since I bought Sly 1 recently, so that's going to be fun. Yeah. On podcast.
I need to get back to streaming. I might stream Gears 1, see how it is, because Gears E-Day hype. Ronan, where can we find you, buddy?
You can find me on Twitter X, whatever the fuck you call it. Shin Ronin VA, and my YouTube page Shadow Zero Devil Reaper, where I talk about fixing very bad games that waste potential, voice acting, and video game character power scaling. How did Dante beat up the upper moons from Demon Slayer? Yes, he can.
We all know that Sephiroth lost to Virgil. That's the real ending of that. It's not the other way around.
The only ending that matters.
Man.
Oh my god.
Rat, where can we find you, buddy?
You can find me on Twixter at the RadRad, and recently you can find me on BSky at radrad.bsky.social, and my YouTube channel, RadRad's Rad Games, where I am playing through a Final Fantasy IV randomizer called Free Enterprise. As of this recording, I have to put up a new video, and that should be going up tomorrow. Depends on when this goes up.
Hold on, question. There's a randomizer for old Final Fantasy game?
Oh, yes.
Holy shit.
I know about 7, but the
Let me
rest?
tell you all about them on my YouTube channel, RadRad's Rad Games.
Okay.
Ultimate
Looking
weapon
forward
at
to
the
that.
ultimate weapon at the beginning of the game for 7. Just a
Saffron
match.
playable beginning.
No, you just get the plague monster at like of like the beginning of the dungeon. No, you get Ashura at the beginning dungeon, and she becomes impossible to beat.
Oh, that sounds like a good time and a bad time at the same time.
Yep.
Actually, speaking of that, there is a mod for the old FF7 where you can play as Saffron.
I'm just glad that's in Rebirth. Thank God. But we will get to stuff when we get to it. Obviously, like I said, we will see you guys on next Buster Wolf when Evo rolls around, and I'm gonna try to think of some other stuff. Maybe like, I don't know, do some MK1 in the future or other games. We will see what happens. But until then, this is the IS signing out, and hopefully you guys have a good night. Take care of yourselves, and see you later.